Ladies and gentlemen, this is Six Balls Deep, episode 56, Kennedy's Death Birthday, brought to you by your hosts, Pat, Andy, and Travis. Patty.
Duck.
Oh, no.
I'm stuck.
Let the guy in, by God.
64.
Slide. Pop. Dude,
Yes.
Patty.
Live.
I'm here. We're
in
here.
studio. A little bit dirty.
Just a little bit. It's okay. It's got a little
It's
lean
a musty old ball shack.
Yeah, there might be some cannabis on this. Who knows what's on here?
Oh, that's the desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really fine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
Not bad. Not that
it's good to
kind
be
of
here. It's Tuesday again.
It's Tuesday.
Huh?
Welcome back, buds.
Yeah.
In the flesh, the old P-Bear.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good to have you, dude.
Good to be here.
First time to see you since the
Oh,
vacation.
yeah. Give me a hug.
Okay, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking
If I get one hug, I need my hugs even numbers.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I hug my girlfriend, I just let go and then I hug her again because, yeah, I have to have it even. It's kind of like you can't step on cracks.
Yeah.
Because
You're
falling.
psycho. You're crazy.
Oh, the whole yeah.
Just because I'm crazy, yeah.
I think Nikola Tesla, he did things in threes. He was all about the secret of like three.
Wait, hold on. What was that? Nikolai Tesla?
Nikola Tesla, I think he was all about three divisions of
I think
three.
I grew
He
up
did
next
things
to
in
that guy.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So wait, 3s and 12s. Okay, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just derivatives of three then, like, or that's not the correct term.
Yeah.
What's the term?
Divisions.
Divisions. of
Well,
three?
12 is supposed to be like a complete number, right? Because that's why we use like the calendars.
Yeah,
There's
for
like
at
a
least
bunch of different
our
things.
solar system, it seems to be, very important. 12.
Yeah, 12.
Mm.
But then 13, to some people, is unlucky because it's that number right after the perfect number. But then I heard I think it's Mexican culture, 13 is actually lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have like a day of the dead too. Like they
Yeah.
support like. After
And then
that.
other cultures also have, we have Friday the 13th. I think there's one that's actually Tuesday the 13th. Maybe that's what I'm confusing with Mexican culture. That theirs is Tuesday the 13th.
So this is alleged. We're not sure.
No, I'm
Alleged
basic.
or a legend, either way.
Yeah, I'm basically a professional on the topic.
We're just chatting.
Yeah.
I'm 98% sure that I'm 60% sure that this is correct.
Yeah. Pat's been dating a Latina for like 2 weeks, or 4 weeks now. And
Brushing up on your
Yeah.
cultural
Yeah, and now I know everything.
intelligence. Dude.
Yeah.
Just absorbing it in
She's
the old
teaching me
noodle.
Spanish too, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to
Yeah, vamos
chart your
a
progress
subir
to
el
becoming a
barco.
Latino.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
She's been teaching me.
Nice.
Yeah. Like what I don't get is that like certain words are masculine, certain words are feminine. So like when you say good morning, it's buenos dias, but night it's buenas dias.
Buenos dias. Yes, because the moon is
Or no,
feminine.
buenas noches. Yeah, noches is feminine.
Mm-hmm.
But
the moon has always been feminine, and the sun has always been masculine.
Of course, dude. Sun's hardcore.
so fucking
You could land on the moon. You're not landing on the sun, dude. You're not even gonna come in his yard. Like it's not gonna happen.
And there's
You
like
could walk right up and just park something on the moon, allegedly, if you're into that kind of belief.
Yeah, if you believe the tales, the
Yeah, if you
legend.
believe that kind of thing. Which I mean, dude. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure they launched or were supposed to allegedly launch a shuttle or a rocket
A rocket
to the moon, a manned rocket to the moon today. I'm pretty sure.
manned
So-
or
they made a song about that.
Let me look,
person.
dude. Let's continue.
What's that song?
person.
Do you believe
Is it? It's
they put a man on the moon?
Saying
Man
on
on
the podcast, bro.
Let's see. Well,
song.
should we? Let's see.
Let's see.
Rocket.
Rocket.
So does that make it? Does
This
that
is
make
NASA.
it? Yeah. Well, coincidentally, SpaceX is also doing a launch that's unmanned,
Unmanned.
and that's supposed to be like this week
Oh,
as
man.
well.
I prefer the man.
So then, like, how do you know what really
Dude.
happened if there wasn't a man?
Let's see.
Well, but yeah, the robots. You can trust it?
I mean, I'd trust my life to a robot.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like.
They didn't make it yet?
Yeah.
Artemis.
It doesn't
What a
look
sick
Artemis.
name.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Oh, they didn't even get liftoff?
I mean, I'm not sure.
Even
yet.
I can
All
get
right,
liftoff.
I'm not
we're
sure.
gonna
Let's
keep-
continue on.
We're
and
going
I'll-
to keep charting this
Yeah.
as we go through.
Yeah, I'll give you guys an
podcast.
update in a minute.
Yeah,
let me,
yeah.
Let me figure it
Well,
out.
there's no premeditated fucking research here with this podcast.
Well, no, I knew it was
Some.
supposed to
No,
launch, but it was
some.
supposed to launch
You,
at like
not me.
3:45.
It's,
It was supposed to launch at like 3:45 Eastern, is what I looked up.
Yeah.
But I mean, potentially
how
there's
far
been
Eastern?
storms. I haven't followed up with storms. I don't know
They're
if
all-
they're interfering with the,
3:45 Eastern, which we mean
which would mean
Chinese
like
time.
one, which
Far
would mean
East.
12:45,
Far East.
basically one.
Oriental time.
do they call it the Orient anymore? I think that's a racist thing now,
it's
isn't it?
Borderline racist, although it actually.
I love me a borderline.
Yeah. It actually like means like to orient something, like you want to like place something, and so it's a very Western centric view because it's like, oh, it's east of us, basically. It's like east of
Yeah.
London or
Wait.
east of Jerusalem. I think maybe is really where.
Yeah,
it
and
comes
like
from.
where's who states where's central? Like, how is something east if
Yeah, it's either like the Vatican or Jerusalem or London, like whoever's the central power of the world at that century.
you think it'd
essentially.
probably be like where, you think it'd be like where our civilization or humanity started would be like where you would, but that's like how do you fucking prove that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Egypt and like that's like where that's what
There's so many-
Bible
there's
says.
nothing
Yeah.
but questions there, unanswered questions.
And then you have Pangea, but what if those continents were really on the United States and then they just moved on over there? Little plate tectonics.
And they're discovering things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we got some people in the
Oh,
chat.
dude.
Welcome.
Adventures with Aussie. The
What's
Austin.
up, Cornfolio?
Austin the Aussie.
P-Bear in the flesh.
Yeah.
You're not
Austin the
hardcore
Aussie.
unless you
rock
hardcore.
hardcore.
Elton John.
Elton John sings Rocket Man. Okay, sick.
Oh yeah, well you would know, right? Didn't you
Mesopotamia.
get the opportunity to go?
Yeah.
Didn't he get the opportunity to go see Elton John recently? Wasn't that Elton John?
I think you
Did you
did.
give him a HJ?
Man, that's confidential.
Dude, he's a knife.
He's a knight. That's
Oh,
I mean, I'm sorry. Did you give him a Sir HJ?
Did you polish his lance?
oh my god.
We all know Eddie Boy sheaths his lance right
Yeah,
now, dude.
jeez.
He said he did. Okay.
I
Tell me
did.
more, Austin. Tell me more.
I think he was responding to.
It
you
was
did go
amazing.
see.
It was amazing.
I
It
think
was
he was
amazing.
I think he was responding to.
Like
Yeah, we'll go with
Faster
that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
passed it.
Yeah, you fucked that up, bud.
Well, I think that screen may have a minor delay. on
No,
it.
that's live. The chat's
This is
live,
live,
dude.
baby.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's different.
Oh yeah, you gotta be.
75 years
old.
old and rocked for 2.5 hours. You're Austin. This is a clip easy.
Yes, dude. Oh man, that's good times right there. I mean, I don't know how good, but that's
Austin,
gotta
you
be.
just got yourself on YouTube, bud.
Yeah, dude. Welcome
How
to
does it
YouTube.
feel? Yeah.
We'll have to crop one of his photos from like one of the previous endeavors so they know who he is. Put a
Yeah.
face to that.
I need to take a crop.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just kidding.
All right, buddy. Tone it down. Get a
Okay,
little over.
bud.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
So yeah, there's that. Don't ever do that again.
Crappie.
Well,
Shall we begin?
I mean, haven't we already begun? I don't like how my name is
So it's-
fucking with the
yeah.
lowercase p, dude.
No, it's
That's
a really
lowercase
big.
as
No, it's
fuck.
a really big uppercase. Like the curved part of the P is really big, but it's uppercase.
No.
No, it's because it's above the line. It's not lowercase.
That line's crooked, too.
Yeah, bud. Everything's crooked. I'm not.
Everything. Well, everything, Andy? Even in the sheath?
Can't be perfect, bud.
Oh, I try my fucking darndest, brother.
You know, I don't know if I'm perfectly symmetrical, but it lines up.
Have you seen that app that switches your face sides?
It mirrors it.
Yeah, you look like a freaking a zombie or like a fucking alien. How is your face so different on its sides?
Yeah. We're imperfect creatures, bro.
So, quick update. I'll interject right there while you guys are talking about face cheeks. It looks like it's been postponed due to weather delays. Both.
Because these fucking brilliant scientists fucking decided to launch a rocket late November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's perfect time.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
It was ready.
Yeah.
Rocket was ready.
Yeah.
These guys couldn't wait.
Yeah, rocket's red.
Mm-hmm.
We're going, dude.
Red rockets.
We got red rocket over here, folks.
Red rockets, baby. Let's go, dude.
Let's go.
Sorry, I had a car alarm issue going on. I'm getting messages that my car alarm was going on.
Austin's been very quiet after his HJ conversation.
Yeah, he's not with us anymore.
Is it fine?
No, here you go, and then now he just pops up.
Oh.
What's new in the entertainment department of any of y'all? Any new book, show, movie y'all watched recently? I want to see Black
That's
Adam.
That's racist. Oh, Black Adam, the
haven't
movie.
Seen Black Panther 2.
What's up with...
So I haven't got to catch too many films lately, and just being on, we've been on vacation and whatnot, and then coming back, just getting, like we talked about, getting back to the grind and whatnot. But I also am not really familiar with what's out there in studios these days. I don't unless it's like a big one.
Everything's woke.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Well,
nothing's edgy anymore.
The last time I went to the movies, let me double check in my mind.
Saw.
Maybe I did see something since then, but I think the last movie I saw. Oh no, I think we went and saw. No, yeah, the last thing I went to see was The Goonies, dude. When Guy and Amanda rented out the theater in Temecula during COVID, and a whole bunch of our friends got to go see Goonies, so that was friggin' awesome because you got to pick what was aired.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was a good time, and I think it was well needed, well deserved for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's good to see some smiling faces and whatnot.
Nice.
And that theater actually serves food and drinks and stuff too. So it's not just like your generic popcorn and soda spot. So they have some cool selections. Yeah, I think they have beer and possibly maybe like wine and like obviously everyone's got like the seltzers now.
Twist top wine, probably.
Oh yeah, twist top wine, dude.
That just means cheap, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting, dude. We're all waiting on the
harvest,
on the Cherie.
Oh, it's ready
for the free.
I got it for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got 2 guns for each of you.
Yeah.
Wine.
That's the fire stuff, dude.
We'll get it. We'll get
No, you gotta check it out, dude.
We'll get her for the Christmas episode. We'll get her for.
Yeah, it's like a special kind of. It's made a different type of way, right? What's the gig on it?
It's aged out in the sun.
In barrels.
In whiskey barrels. So it's.
In old whiskey, so it has a whiskey taste to it.
Yeah, whiskey taste to it.
Yeah. It has a high percent.
Oh yeah, 18%.
Bring it back,
but smooth. It doesn't. You don't even taste alcohol.
And you could cook with it, so you could take it home. You could cook with it.
You can pour it on ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's psychotic, dude.
It's awesome.
Get a little.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's like syrup. It's like honey syrup. It's a
very
thick viscosity. I mean, it's still drinkable, but it's thicker than your average wine. Dude. You know, it's a dessert wine. We'll get it for you, bud. We'll have
you have to check it out.
A little bit.
Just a thimble.
Holy shit, it's Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
It's Hollywood.
Well, that's what's up. So that means Christmas is almost near when that comes around right there.
Yeah, damn, Christmas is almost near.
Yeah.
We have less than a month.
It's bombies.
Yeah.
Less than a month. To answer Austin's question, this is actually going to be a little bit of a fast forward because I have Black Panther under dishonorable failure.
Ooh, explain that one to me.
So, full disclosure, I have not seen the film.
The first one or the second one?
Second one.
You see the first one?
I've seen the first one.
Okay, I'm gonna reserve my comments until after you speak because I have some things to say about the first one.
I had a lot of things to say about the first one when it first came out too. In fact, it derailed a D&D session way years back, and we had to institute a policy after that and be like, no politics, I think.
Oh my god.
It's like Black Panther, and then we started talking about the wall, and like building the wall, and it's like, alright, no, we just gotta stick to D&D. We can't derail it.
Yeah, gotta be careful. A slippery slope right there.
Slippery slope. But Black Panther 2 is, from my respected YouTube channels that I like, that have seen it, said it's committed some sins that we don't usually like in the geek world. For one, making the mean character into a chick.
Yeah, not a big fan of that.
Like having the evil person being a chick. Yes, this isn't.
No, they turned Black Panther into a chick.
Wait, what? They turned Black Panther into a girl? Like, how so?
So Chadwick Boseman died in real life.
He had cancer. He was like fighting it or something like that, right?
He died of cancer, and so they decided to kill off the character T'Challa, the first Black Panther. He dies from a disease. Spoiler alert. And so, at the beginning of the movie, and so the whole movie is like, who's going to be the next?
As he says the spoiler, he says spoiler alert.
After the fact, yeah. Oh, by the way, spoiled.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Died.
It's in the trailer, bitches. All right, it's in the fucking trailer.
Yeah, if you were a real fan, you would already seen it.
You would already seen it.
Yeah, dude.
But Black Panther is dead, and so the whole movie's like, who's going to fill the void? And it ends up being his sister, obviously. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. What's their motto? Eat Honda forever or something? Wakanda.
Eat Honda.
Oh, we're going to.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
so they killed off the character because the actor died.
Okay.
Which, that raises some questions. But then they did another thing, which raised some questions as well.
Okay.
The antagonist of the movie, the villain, is Namor. And he's Marvel's version of...
That's Neymar, my bad.
That's Neymar. He's basically Marvel's version of Aquaman. So he's from Atlantis. He wears a Speedo. He's super jacked. He's got a swimmer's body, obviously.
Welcome to Atlantis where the players play.
Obviously. But he's got, like, pointy ears. He looks kind of Asian in the comics.
Kinda? Or is?
I mean,
because he has
he's
his
Atlantean,
eyes,
so he's supposed to be slightly not
human.
human. So he's almost like elven looking. But part of that is like they kind of make his eyes slightly slanted.
That's what you perceived.
He's got pointed ears.
Yeah.
So, but in this version, they decided to make their culture Mexican or Central American. So his name is Namor.
Okay. Neymar.
Neymar.
He's coming full circle.
Yeah. And Austin, I'm gonna spoil a little bit more for you, just in case. And some people are pointing out the fact that Namor and his tribe of people, being Central American, part of the thing that they do is they sneak into Wakanda there because they're swimming people. They're able to swim underneath.
Wait.
Wakanda is in Africa.
What origin of people are these?
They're like Atlantean. They're like Aquaman.
I thought you were saying Mexican and they swam.
They're like Mexican Atlanteans.
They're really good at swimming.
Dude, and so, okay.
I'm not making the connection.
So these guys swim into Wakanda, they cross the border to get into Wakanda.
Cross the border!
Against this country's will. And there's like all these shots of these guys standing up and like the water's coming off their back and stuff. People are like, dude, like what the hell are you guys doing?
They're literally.
So then what happens?
They're baiting people to make.
Hey, you guys
jokes.
asked for this.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So champion of valor or dishonorable.
Well, then what
failure
happens?
on that.
They had red backs. They swam.
Then they conflict because.
Because what?
I think it's over like natural resources.
So they don't want them
like
there.
Oil.
It's like vibranium, which is their version of like adamantium.
So
essentially.
They don't want them there.
I haven't seen the movie. There's a
build a
conflict
wall?
between them, but they basically invade.
They're gonna build a wall.
They had a wall and they actually swam under it.
It's pretty smart.
It's a smart move.
It's a good tactic. It does kind of defeat the purpose.
They were
of the wall.
literally. You think the writers really baited that into the?
I
people
don't
making
know, dude.
fun
I
of
think
that?
these people are dumb as fuck.
They were Mexicans. Mexican of origin, they swam really well, and when they came out of the water, their backs were.
And here's the third failure.
Can't get over
So
it.
Namor, right? This guy, his main thing is he's in a Speedo and he swims all the time. So you'd think he'd be jacked as fuck, right? They picked a guy who's got like a dad bod.
What?
To be Namor.
The main character's like a dad bod guy?
He's like a dad bod guy.
Wait,
He looks
really?
like he just.
No abs?
Yeah. I mean, there's some airbrushed abs
No.
that you can see, but There's also some love handles action.
Anticlimactic if my superhero's wearing a Speedo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, and they edited down his bulge too.
Oh, come on. If I want a superhero, I want a super dick with it, dude.
Yeah.
Really.
They photoshopped it off.
It's because it's fucking eunuch.
This is interesting. So this took an interesting turn.
Damn spoilers.
So Neymar has lost his balls.
Yeah, they neuter him, dude.
Okay, let's shit on Black
Neymar
Panther
is no
1
more.
now.
All right, you had some things to say about BP1.
Yeah. Basically, the entire thing was that the acting was just god fucking awful and wasn't believable throughout. Like, all the different tribes, even Michael B. Johnson or whatever the fuck, his acting was shit.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like it wasn't relatable and it wasn't, like, believable whatsoever. And, like, it was just so fake. Even the poor dude who died, even him, his acting in the movie wasn't that great either. Like, there's not
poor
one
dude who died.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry you
Chadwick.
died, but you
Chadwick
sucked at
Boseman.
acting in the first one. Sorry, just, call it duck and duck.
I didn't.
Subjective. He's got some.
He's got some really good.
Other
He's an
stuff.
X-Men shit too, right?
No, he's like in a bunch. He was Jackie Robinson in 42.
That's in some
He's
hot
done a bunch of
water,
other
dude.
movies.
Oh, I fucking bathe. I bathe in the hot water.
Yes.
Drench me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it on, dude.
Yeah,
I sit
yeah.
here for hours a day.
Yeah, bring me your dirty hot bath water.
Ooh, okay. Send it to our Gmail.
Alright, so you thought the acting was.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Okay.
Some of the fight scenes were kind of cool.
No, the
it was
movie
pretty
wasn't that great.
predictable.
Yeah.
It just, like, it was kind of woke and just,
I can just say from the first one that I didn't plan on seeing the second one if they came out with it at all because I wasn't that into the first one. And a lot of times the second movie sucks.
His
Like, it's kind of
costume was
tried
kind
and
of
true.
shitty, too.
Yeah, the
He
whole
kinda
thing
looks
was
like
just not for
Catwoman.
me. It wasn't for me.
That's. It
But I
was
think
actually
that's,
pretty
you know,
accurate. to the
also,
comics.
I think that's kind of
Yeah,
also
it's
what
like
it
a
was
black cat suit.
supposed to be.
It's kind of like a Catwoman.
But it's bulletproof, so it's
When-
supposed to be very lightweight, so he can do his acrobatics, but it also bullets his bounce off.
acrobatics, too, yeah. He basically just made a black dude version of Catwoman.
Yeah, but he's super strong.
Yeah, but he should.
he's as strong and fast as Captain America.
Does he do cartwheels when he's...
He does more pounces.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. I like the cartoon. I think it's awesome. I didn't care for the movie. I thought it was kind of whatever. I don't know. I just didn't really care for it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, though, so I don't recall, like, all the reasons why. I just know that I didn't watch it a second time. And a lot of times if I like a superhero movie, I usually watch it a couple times. Because, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit biased. I'm a huge Batman guy. Love my Batmans.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Big fan of Wolverine, like the X-Men. Spider-Man's okay, dude. Never really been into Spidey. I like the idea of him. I think he's cool, but like the movies and stuff, it's not for me, dude.
Cartoons
I like the
cool.
concept.
Yeah, even like the old ones, even yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's cool. He's got a cool
Dude,
outfit
shoot
and
fucking
stuff. Dude, he's swinging. He's got from freaking rooftops with webs. He's got a badass outfit. Lives at home with his mom. He lives at home in a basement. Yeah, he lives at home with his mom or his aunt. It's his aunt, right?
His aunt and uncle, bro. Yeah.
Well, not really.
All
though.
the heroes
Well,
have to
it's
be
mostly his aunt, right?
They gotta be orphans.
It's
For sure.
it's mostly his aunt though. It's not really his uncle. It's
Yeah.
only his uncle for like an episode.
For an episode.
Yeah.
A really important episode,
Yeah.
but yeah.
We won't spoil
It's a
that.
doozy. We won't spoil that one. Like, it's been out for years.
he dies.
Yeah. So.
Alright. So,
And Superman sucks. Just for the record, we get that out there. How are you gonna be like? Everyone has something that they're cool at. Like Batman doesn't even have a superpower. He's just super badass. Like, you know. But everybody has something, and he's just Superman. So
Yeah.
I'm not the Flash. I'm not the Hulk.
Mhm.
I'm not Aquaman. I'm not fucking Black Panther. I'm Superman. I'm everything.
Yeah.
What do you got?
His story is supposed to be like a god among men.
That
Like, what
guy
does a god
sucks.
among men do?
They're all freaking.
And he wants
Smash
to be good.
hoes.
No,
and
he wants to be
fucking
good.
Save people.
He wants to be good. He was raised good by his pa.
Well, first off, get Elvis haircut.
Yeah, it's definitely number one.
No, well, thank you very much. Get a job as a reporter because we all know they're not lying through their teeth.
Definitely the most honest folk around.
Reporter.
Journals.
and then have a wicked quick wardrobe
Journals.
changing ability.
Yep.
You know? So be somewhere, be located somewhere where there's lots of phone booths that are inconspicuous. What does he do when he goes in the phone booth to make sure you don't like see? He's just that fast. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. He's
He
like,
just needs somewhere
so
to
why
go.
does he need the phone booth? If he's that.
Because he... Dude, you got me there. It's a toughie. I don't know.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
He just needs a close area because the wind, if he's outside, the wind doesn't stay trapped. So he does it in a phone booth, it kind of camouflages it.
Excellent.
I think the original answer is it's made for children.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Speaking of really high quality movies, have you ever seen Phone Booth?
It's not that movie.
2 hours of Colin Farrell standing in the phone booth.
Yeah. What is he gonna do?
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I don't know.
His acting chops.
That's pretty much why I don't get down with movies too much lately. I don't know what to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
It's 7:30. I'd like to hear about Pat going to prison.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's talk about
shit.
Pat going to prison.
Pat went to prison.
How was
folks.
Bubba?
Went to the clink.
Yeah.
Prison Mike.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So, Prison Mike from Office.
They never caught me neither.
Yeah.
He's all well. You're in prison.
Well, it was cool. We took a little trip up to San Fran. We had some, probably the best ramen I've ever had in Japantown. And I went to this place called the House of Prime. Ramen.
Oh, ramen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to this place in Japantown that you would love. It's called the House of Prime Rib.
Good.
Bro, I got like this. It was just this fat cut of prime rib
Fuck.
for like $60, but they cook it right there in front. They come to your table and they cut it off like it's on the rib cage cooked. And they slice that bitch off and then they give you some
Kind of like
horseradish
Fogo or something.
Kind of,
Like
but
the same
it's
kind of
only
stuff.
one time because you get just your meat.
So
You don't keep coming around. Yeah, you only get, it's kind of like Fogo de Chao, but you get one serving.
Same.
Yeah, but different. Yeah.
That's badass though. Just the presentation of that is wicked.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Bomb, dude.
Was the food amazing?
Yeah, they give you this fresh roll of sourdough bread. It's like warm. at the
So is it
table.
an American? What's the?
It's just you know what
Is
you
that
order.
an, is that
you know what
American
you know
dish, or
you
is
know
that
what you know what
Belgian?
meat
Is
you
that
can
Belgian? What is
I don't
prime
even
rib?
know. You just get pretzel all
Is
over.
that American? An American
There's like
dish?
10 items on the menu. It's fucking awesome too. It's like it's very limited. There's
Really?
just a different size cut of prime rib that you want. It's all you can buy. Order. It's like you get prime rib, mashed potatoes. You get like this spinach puree that was bomb. You mix it with the mashed potatoes and you dip your prime rib into
Sounds
them.
like Scotland or like
There's
Ireland
lots
or
of
something.
old school shit like that
It's
you'll find in San
fucking
Francisco that's
great.
leftovers from like people who made it in the gold rush. Really,
That's
Just-
wicked, dude.
Dude,
I
San
like
Francisco's
that.
fucking cool. I always shit on that town because of sports, but when you visit and it was a lot cleaner than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
Because I've been going to LA a lot, and
depends
LA,
on what neighborhood you go
Oh,
to
yeah,
for
for
sure.
But there wasn't that many
LA,
bums that I
Japantown.
found. I wouldn't see that many bums,
Mhm.
and there weren't that many homeless people living just right on the street. It was a lot more cleaner than I thought.
That's good.
But then we also rented these little carts, these little go-karts, and they're considered motorcycles. So you ride them around the street and you pay for an hour, and then there's a GPS on it, and it's a GPS tour. So he drives you around the whole town, and when you hit these certain waypoints, it talks to you. It says look over to your left at this building. Blah, blah, blah.
Boom.
Yeah. No,
Tell me about
but bro, it's kind of sketchy because we're in this little cart, dude, and we're driving around this big ass lifted trucks and
it's
shit.
a two-person.
Little 2-person
Oh,
one,
yeah, it's
and
like
it has
a
these little
Euro
metal
car,
poles.
dude.
Those little metal poles.
Just married.
Does it have
Yeah.
3 wheels?
Yeah, it's got 3 wheels, dude. It's got 1 in the back and 2 in the front, dude.
Yeah, I
it
know
was
exactly
sick,
what you're talking
dude.
about.
Dude, we were
Those fucking guys.
Dude, they're yeah. All of the foreign tourists were riding them, and then me and my girlfriend were getting down. It was sick.
They're like, oh,
No, yeah. And then when you pass each other, and anytime you pass anybody in the streets driving one, you have to there's a little horn, and I couldn't.
You gotta hey,
The
you
horn-
wave.
I
dude,
kept
like
going.
your own-
You
You had your own thing going on.
Yeah, it was good times.
Okay, but when did you go to jail?
Okay, so right after that, we soon went to jail.
Okay.
So
For driving the car.
You flipped the car?
no, we didn't flip the car.
Okay.
No. We were safe. We didn't have any accidents. But yeah, we went to Alcatraz. The coolest thing was
Oh.
yeah, riding it or just driving in the boat across the little bay right there is a cool sight because you don't see that close to the city from the viewpoint of the water. You don't see it because either you see that angle of the city from across the across the whole goddamn bay. It's way small, but in a boat you can like see it
getting small.
It's really fucking cool.
That's neat. How far away is it? 5 miles?
A couple miles. Yeah. I kept thinking, I was like, dude, Nick and Nate Diaz swam this bitch. The whole time I was in the boat, I was like, these fools swam this.
But it was probably at its different time of year.
Oh yeah.
Because it's pretty cold up there
and
right now.
And they did full wetsuits and all that stuff.
And you also, you know what likes cold water?
Sharks.
What kind of sharks?
Great white.
Yeah, big sharks.
Big boys.
Big mean sharks.
Big sharks.
Yeah, big sharks.
Big
sharks.
sharkies.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Clint Eastwood swam that shit.
Pulled up really.
In the movie.
Oh, in the movie. It was like the Flex. It was like the Flex Seal commercial. He's like 2 feet off of the fucking shore. They're
It's like CNN. Did they have any like odes to the movie or anything like that? Like any did you get to see like?
No Clint Eastwood shit.
Definitely not Clint Eastwood stuff.
No
it's
cool.
pretty,
like what about the cell? Did you get to see the cool cell?
Oh yeah. So we took an audio tour. So yeah, obviously there's like a little headset you put on.
You guys did mad audio tours, huh?
Right. Yeah, it was cool. You gotta like to learn.
Yeah, right on, dude.
But the audio tour in Alcatraz is dope because it's actual ex-prisoners from the 30s and shit that had old audio tapes of their intake from their officers. So you listen to the actual inmates talking, what is it, almost 100 years ago. And it's wild, like, walking through that, listening to them.
Need some more TP in
here. Yeah. Well, and one story I remembered was that they were talking about New Year's. They're like, yeah, every once in a while, when the city gets wild, we can hear the crowd from across the bay. Yeah. But he said on New Year's Eve, it's amplified because everybody's out. And he said that, like, they were talking, I forgot what his name was, but he was saying that everybody in all the jail cells, anybody who had an instrument on New Year's Eve were playing their instrument, and there was, like, this big party in the jail. Like, it was like one of the funnest times for them. Yeah. But yeah, then we went past the cell where the dude like fucking they used spoons and shit.
All the crimes.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Back Home with Mom. Well, I murdered that man.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, dude, people they like the warden lived there. Like, there was a whole community that lived on this little fucking island, and it's not that big. Yeah. Only a couple football fields, 3-4 football fields long. Yeah. Couple wide. So
does anyone live at in a normal prison? Does the warden live on site or anything like that?
Not anymore. Those southern prisons, they probably did.
They probably have 24-hour on-site people, but it's just people running shifts.
Yeah.
I don't want a freaking little apartment, dude.
Pull up.
Right up top, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, it was cool.
Boy.
Took a bunch of cool pictures. It kind of got a little woke though. I forgot what the chick because there's like different sections of the walk that like. This tour guide has this little like fucking amplifier thing. She has a headset on. She can talk to like the crowd. And then there was like this one like uncensored, and I was like, oh, uncensored. Like we're gonna hear some fucking deep dark shit. I was like, this is gonna be sick.
Don't drop the soap.
And then they started talking about like what is illegal in jails today, and you know that D&D, the book. The book D&D, like the starter guide or whatever it's called, is illegal in cells because it promotes gang activity. It promotes like, and so they don't. So then she went into like this crazy weird thing, and then like she was talking about like certain.
It was about like prison reform and so.
Yeah, dude, it got way too woke, and I'm like, I just want to learn about the fucking history of this place. Yeah, I don't want to talk about today's shit.
Yeah,
I just want to walk around.
We spent like $80 a ticket. I don't want to fucking hear you talk about
today's trauma is not.
Is that how much it was? Does that include the boat ferry? Yeah. So do you go? Where's the ferry?
And we did it at night.
It heads out of the bay, or where's it head out of?
Yeah, right out of Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 31. We left.
Okay.
So it's right there.
That's fucking
sick. And our hotel was 3 blocks
minutes?
away from it, so we were like, dude, we were right in the shit.
Cool, dude. It was like 15 minutes or 20. You went at night?
Yeah. Well, we went
sick.
at 3:45, and by the time we left, it goes dark. So we were walking around the whole island at night, which was fucking creepy. But I didn't realize that I had a champion of valor, and it's me. Yeah.
That is not.
I know it sounds. Yeah, but hear this out. Hear me out. So we pull up to the hotel, right?
Plead your case.
They're all parking $60 a night at the hotel after I paid $450 for 2 nights stay. And so I get there, I'm like, motherfucker. So then I looked, and they were like, okay, present your hotel ticket to the lobby so that you can get a discount. But then I was like, well, hey, I'm staying 2 nights. If I just say I lost my ticket on the second day, they're only going to charge me for the 1 day to exit. Right?
Okay.
So my plan, I actually got up all the way out, and I had my ticket in my wallet, but I got up to the exit, and I hit the little call button, and the security guard comes walking up, and I go, sorry, I lost my ticket. And I was like, I need to pay for the day. And he just swipes his thing and lets me go through. And so I just schemed my way out of $120 bucks.
You scheming son.
Yeah. Well, I just paid $450 for a hotel. You're not gonna screw me out of $60 a night. Actually, just to park my car.
$60 a night.
To park my car there. When
that is a champion of value.
Yeah.
Dude. Fuck $60 a night to
That
park.
was some like Robin Hood shit.
I don't care what you tell me. If
Bro.
I'm renting a $400 room from you, dude, you better fucking throw in some parking, dude.
Everywhere you walk in San Francisco, there are signs that says "Smash and grab hotspot. Don't leave any valuables in your car." Or noticing, like, even in Hawk Hill, we went to a sunrise hike, and it's like if you went up to Simpson Park, basically, and even actually there's no houses up
it's
there.
a huge spot to do it though.
Yeah, but even up there, there's fucking signs saying nothing leaving in your car. But then you go into the city, so I was like, I'm not parking my car on the street. We're parking in a structure somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got there, and I was like, $120. So yeah, if you guys ever stay at a hotel and they ask you that,
Lie.
just say that you don't have your. Well, it only works if you're
Just sin
staying
against
if you're
God.
staying multiple days, because paying for one day is obviously better than paying.
But
for
see,
two.
you got off without paying for anything.
Yeah,
that guy
and then the
knows
dump-
it's a swindle.
So the
They're
guy.
making freaking thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
probably a day.
I think
on parking.
he confused me because if you're at the hotel, you can use your room key to open it and come back.
Oh.
So he thought I said I lost my room key, so he let me out. I forgot my room key, so he let me out of it. And then I already had all our shit packed. I'm like, are you fucking going back?
Fuck yeah,
Free
dude.
parking, baby.
So you'll be getting that bill in the mail.
No, so that's my self-acclaimed champion of valor moment.
We'll talk more about this.
I felt really
next
good
week.
about that. All right.
Yeah.
Now, how are they going to charge me?
I don't know.
They're going to have to figure out that I did this, which they have no proof of now. Because when I came in, they asked me if I was going to park here. I said, no, I'm parking on the street.
They're all. Are you honest?
Fuck no.
Because we don't ever check cameras.
If you're talking about being moral in a situation where I have to pay $120 to keep my car in
No,
a
I'm
building,
talking about their system.
Oh.
They gotta be having a way to figure that out, right?
I think
If they
most
really, I
people
don't. I think the thing is they won't even care or notice.
there's a lot
But
of
if they really
Europeans
wanted to,
staying
they
at the
could
hotel
probably-
too. So like those Europeans,
Oh.
here's my card.
What just happened?
It's just
Oh, it'll be
thing.
alright. Don't worry about that. It's just the.
You
Yeah,
guys help to see the
functionality.
chat because we do have some chatter in the chat.
We had some for a little while until we made fun of Austin. Now he left.
Yeah, Greg just showed up though.
Oh, sick. My best friend.
So to close out your story,
Yeah.
you guys left in the nighttime.
Yeah.
You schemed your way out of.
No, we left right in the day.
I meant you left Alcatraz in the nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
You schemed your way out of some parking
The next morning, yeah.
things.
We also did a sunrise hike on
You did
yeah,
your
Hawk
sunrise
Hill.
hike.
And I was like with the Golden Gate in the background.
Nice.
I was complaining the whole time. I felt bad for my girlfriend because it was fucking like, it's like a girlfriend thing to do. They want to take cute pictures, so like I was
Oh
like
my god.
drag along.
Picture.
Yeah. So we
I
got
felt
some.
bad.
Yeah, we got some chatter in the chat. So.
Uh-oh.
The local Googler said, "Are we going to talk about how the Broncos can't beat the Raiders?" Well, newsflash, buddy, we're not beating anybody, so don't toot your own horn.
Well, yeah.
'Cause you aren't either.
Newsflash, that's the only team we can beat.
Yeah. Dude. So, whatever, man. We gotta suck some years, dude. And I feel like.
Nowhere to go but
I feel like I
Sometimes
don't
we
know.
gotta suck, Andy.
We already know there's corruption involved. There was coaches that got in trouble for it last year, but I'm just saying we had you guys. We had it in the bag, and then all of a sudden, all our defenders were like 25 yards away from you guys as receivers. So we just kind of gave you guys the game. That's the way I look at it.
You think it was bought and paid for?
Those
100%.
deep crossing routes are tough to cover.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, we covered them all game.
Yes.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
I didn't even watch it.
Well,
I went to the Raider game
should have
a
watched
couple
it.
weeks ago, and then I was like, I'm taking a week off.
Yeah. In the 1 week you took off, I was going.
Yeah. Maybe I need to take a lot more weeks off.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, dude,
We've got too many
you're bad
overtime
juju.
losses.
I just wish I was right by the black hole too. I should have walked down there and took a picture with them.
Filthy black hole, dude.
I fucked up. There were so many cool costumes.
Costumes in the black hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, like people dressed up as like Vader guys and stuff.
Yeah, like gorillas and shit.
Pirates. Gorillas? That's
Yeah.
the thing?
There's a dude that's a gorilla.
Like a silverback or something?
It's like I forgot. He's got a name. I think Greg knows. The Raiderilla Gorilla or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Gotcha.
That's like the.
He's got like a He's
That
just
sounds
he's
good.
I thought you were
special.
just talking about some random dude on the strip.
No, I think this
Just
one
walking
was-
around in gorilla costume.
I want to say this one was actually in Invesco, or I mean, I guess it's not Invesco. Maybe Sports Authority Field. No, that's not.
Yeah,
it anymore.
Sports Authority at Mile High.
No, it's not that. You guys went out of business. Sports
But
Authority.
it was still Sports Authority at Mile High even after the business.
Was
I
it?
don't know why
I
that
thought they
fucking.
changed the name.
I think they finally did, but there was like 5 years where it was still Sports Authority Field and we were
Good for
bankrupt.
them. Yeah, way to go, Sports. Hanging on to the thread.
Gorilla Rilla. See?
Gorilla.
Oh, he was talking about World Cup. Was it Mexico
What
played?
do you guys think about USA's first match in the World Cup?
Or was that this morning? All I know is I was at McDonald's and the lady was on her lunch break, and then she got super excited and walked back to all the cooks and goes, "Eagle!" And I was like, I don't know what happened, but I love that lady because she's hype right now.
Hype. I'm not invested in sports in the way that you guys are. The only way I heard about it was like through some culture war stuff
Was it a tie?
that happened.
Who was it? Who played?
Wales?
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 Stage?
Is that right?
Had to get on land.
That's the group stage.
Doo-doo. Good times,
Nice,
dude.
dude.
Be here most of the rest of the night.
Yeah, it was Annie channeling his inner Travis joke.
Yeah,
For
that was
sure,
a-
that
that
was a
was a pretty
super
Travis
Trav joke.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, no, I just heard there was lots of controversy because they decided to host it in Qatar.
Ooh, okay.
And I heard those prices on shit, like it's $40 for a beer, bro.
Dude, no, no alcohol.
Oh they were trying to say you have to have like an $1,800 pass to get alcohol.
Yeah, they
Or
said
some
no
shit like
alcohol
that.
for the plebeians. If you're like in box seats, they might get you some shit, but no
They said
alcohol.
yeah, you had to have one of the $1,800 tickets to be able to get
Exactly.
alcohol, which is wild because like these are people. What? It's not fun. I mean, I can't. do it,
I
but,
mean,
like,
I think the.
It's a Muslim country, so they're
Well, I just think a lot of
respecting-
people. Yeah.
They're saying when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Qatar, do as Qataris do.
Well, yeah.
yeah, well, Qatar, fucking loosen up, you bitches.
Well, I can see
Jeez.
both sides. I can see both sides of it. At the end of the day, their country, their rules, dude.
Mhm.
Eat it, dude. Like that's the way it is. But I can also see how frustrating it'd be to buy and spend a bunch of money organizing a trip to go somewhere just to be shut down. So can you drink it all in that country?
It's I don't.
Can you like
It's
can
probably
you
really hard. It's
Really?
probably- oh yeah. I'm sure.
Really? So okay, well that would make sense. I wouldn't go somewhere that is like basically you don't go to a dry county and then try to buy liquor.
And this is the thing. People were like, "Why did you host this?"
Yeah, well,
here?"
that's
the
a
World
different
Cup
bone to
is-
pick, though.
Whoever's the association that does the World Cup, they had to have known that. They had to have planned that out. So they had to. They probably do this at least 4 to 8 years in advance. Austin, if you can chime in, I know he probably knows. But yeah, how are they not like? How are they not like concession sales? Like that should be a
Yeah.
huge topic, and then alcohol is a huge
Diet,
topic.
Diet
within
Coke
that.
is gonna sell really
Yeah.
well.
Oh, I mean, I'd be fine. What about weed? Does Muslims
Mhm.
smoke weed? Does Allah like weed?
I don't know. I have to consult Quran.
Who's that?
The Quran.
Oh,
Ugh.
that was like an angry white chick with
No.
the hair.
Quran.
Or Karen.
Jesus.
No, and then another
Oh,
thing.
sorry guys.
Another thing that was controversial too is like a few of the players were getting all political and they were wearing this pride armband that had like LGBTQ
Nobody cares.
rainbow and it said pride,
Okay.
and they were gonna wear that in solidarity to the World Cup. And Qatar's like, yeah, no, that don't fly here.
Yeah.
If you wear that, you're gonna get a yellow card. And they all like.
Yo, I like.
Put your pride right in your fucking pocket, dude.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel so bad about not being able to drink now.
Dude, and that's kind of
Exactly. It's like, come on.
That's
guys.
kind of a lesson learned, dude. There's a time and a place for things, and that platform is not really it, dude. Go play your sport, dude. Go kick your ball.
That's what
Yeah.
Twitter's for.
That's what you're paid for. Go kick the fucking ball, dude.
Well, yeah, well, like how like there's a lot of the world that's woke right now, but there's a lot of the other world that doesn't give a fuck.
But once again, why did they hold it there if these guys
Well,
are
that's
all
a different
woke?
bone to pick. That's not the country's fault.
They
and
did
that's
not think that out, dude. I don't think they
You would
thought that
think.
out at all. They're just like, oh, yeah, let's go buy the flugger.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they're like, let's really stir this bitch
So
up. huh?
who? Yeah. The question is who hosts the World Cup? Like not who hosts it. Obviously, Qatar hosts it, but
Oh,
There's like a
probably
world- there's like a-
FIFA, there's like a
FIFA, you're right.
so
Federation.
it's not. it's not America. It's like a whole
No, it's not us.
organization.
It's like
exactly.
So it's not like it's a decision that a bunch of countries made. So I don't know. Maybe they felt like it was time to give them their due.
Yeah.
It's like when you have the Super Bowl at like some shitty location. Yeah, it's probably money for sure. Is there a lot of oil money in Qatar?
Allegedly.
Yeah, Calvin Cater.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
really-
all I heard about it.
I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know about
Yeah, it
soccer. I think a game was won like 2-1.
sucks. Okay, it looks like it's 1-1. So I
Well,
don't
that was
know if
yesterday's game. What was today's game?
Yeah, I don't think it happened. I think it's tomorrow, right?
Well, not USA though. Like
Oh.
there should be another game sometime.
Oh, really?
The only one that
Hold on.
matters.
Oh, never mind. Oh, no, he's right.
No, this is just world.
Oh, that's just Group
This
B.
is just like, check it out.
Okay.
Check it out, dude.
Nice, dude. Sick.
So today's game.
Check it out.
Argentina, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? So and then
Right?
France smoked Australia. It looks like.
Wait, Mexico 0-0 today?
Looks like it.
Speak
It might
up
be
for
going
the
on right now, bro.
microphones of these
It
people
might be
here.
going on right now. You never know.
Yeah.
So it might be going right now. So
The way that lady.
What's
Yeah,
that?
they're on European time, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow soccer, dude. I'm more of I'm a football guy.
Yeah.
I enjoy my football. I used to love some basketball back in the day when Allen Iverson was still around and killing it. That was my dude. Loved watching
Basketball's
him.
hard to watch anymore.
I can't do it. It's too much
Bunch of
changey.
pussies.
And I mean, I would go to a game and watch anything. Like I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, I
got
would
way
too.
too many games. It's way too like slow paced for me. It's not my gig. But I would love going to baseball games.
Yeah.
Been to hockey games. Love hockey games.
Yeah.
Watching hockey on the TV's not for me, dude.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah, it sets
Favorite
hell on
still-
until they fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
play a
mixed martial
fucking video
arts.
game.
what's that?
It's like just play a fucking video game at that
Yeah.
point. That's just like
It's gotten a lot better. I think with camera technology and everything. I remember watching it when I was growing up, and it was a nightmare. You'd only watch it to see the fights, really.
yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty
Unless you're
grainy.
Die Hard.
Is that Gretzky? I can't even tell. He looks like all the other guys.
Well, it was just like them trying to follow the puck without cameras on wires and the things that we have, the technologies we have nowadays. It was probably just some guy over there with like a fucking and then they
Some
like
guy on
where to go,
amphetamines.
where to go, you know, like
Just a top-down view of the entire ice rink. You just have to
Yeah.
watch the player.
Looks like
Grand
Pong.
Theft Auto 1.
Yeah, these kids, these Gen Zs, they don't know
They
what
don't
we had to
know.
go through.
They don't know, dude.
They
Back
don't
in
know.
my day.
Dude,
Back in my day.
I was watching this documentary on, it was a ESPN thing, like the sounds of baseball, and it was like a thing on Vin Scully. And like, well, because like baseball was,
You're out of here!
well, like the announcer in baseball was such a different time, especially when we didn't have TV, because they painted the picture for you of the game.
Yeah.
And then he was behind the helm for 67 years or some
Hey,
shit.
Brooks
So
gets up to the bat.
he met Babe Ruth. Yeah, he announced Babe Ruth's games, and then he was announcing
Bambino.
fucking Mike Piazza.
Great Bambino, the Colossus of Cloud.
Yeah, but
Sultan of Swat.
I don't know. I think the days of the announcers and shit are gone.
It's not the same.
Here
the
comes
same.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
As he
football. Pat
steps up to the
Summerall.
plate.
Yeah, the 20,
Yeah, that's
the
the
25.
John Madden, Pat Summerall, that was like legendary, man. That was legendary shit right there.
He's
Just
a
the
trouble.
voices were just so epic, dude.
Yeah.
So epic. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's different. It's different these days.
Sad.
But what are you gonna do? You know?
No.
Guess nothing, right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Probably nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
T-Rabbit,
What's that?
what are you thankful for, brother?
Uh-oh.
This is our
Man.
this is our Thanksgiving
Hey, happy
episode.
thanks,
You know,
fuckers.
What are you thankful for?
I'm just for a lot of stuff, man. This year I realized in taking that vacation and just being out there and having some time to R&R with the fam and just really appreciate just everything in my life, you know, especially, I mean, obviously first and foremost my family. It's so awesome to watch the kids grow. My relationship with Denise is amazing. You know, it's something, it's just something special, and I really appreciate that. And then I feel like my bond with my parents has grown even stronger with the kids. The career path, everything's just kind of lining up, you know, out of nowhere. And so it just feels good. It's been a good time, and it's been a good year, and I'm pretty thankful. It's going to be a fun Thanksgiving. It's going to be an awesome Christmas, and hopefully, like, head into that new year just fucking running, just steamroller.
Full
Let's go.
steam.
So
full steam, nice.
What about you guys?
Patty boy, what are you thankful for, kiddo? If you need some time to think, I can. Although I like your thinking face.
Thankful for weed. Well, like, if I wasn't smoking weed and being a stoner for 12 years, I wouldn't be at the career path I'm at, you know? Okay, so there's that.
Thankful for your career.
Yeah, I'm also obviously thankful for family and friends and whatnot. That's like cliche, so I wasn't trying to go there.
Yeah. And I already said it, so you can't.
Yeah.
So you call it cliche now because you're a dick.
Yeah, no. Fuck.
Take everything I said, throw it in the dirt. So career.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I'm just thankful for being healthy.
You are incredibly healthy, dude. I've been really. I'm stoked about the transformation you made over the. I mean, it's been a couple years now. You've just been kind of rolling, so you look great, man.
Thanks.
So I gotta ask you, dude, since you bring up the health thing, what's the deal with the tanning bed?
Oh, what do you
Are
mean?
you still going strong?
Yeah, why do I look a little paler?
Yeah, your face.
Oh, Taylor?
Just your face.
Fuck.
Next time you see Pat, full fucking lobster, bro. It's like never.
Well, I had a
you
beard
look
for a long
great,
time, and then
man.
I shaved, so it wasn't getting the UVs when I was in the bed, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then in the last 2 weeks, I went on a Vegas trip for 5 days. I went to I was in Slow Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, San Francisco Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Slow Sunday, Monday. Now I'm here in Hammond. So
it's winter. It's okay.
No, but I just haven't. I literally haven't. I haven't physically been able to be in the tanning booth because I haven't been in Slow. So I'm paying $60 a month, where fuck it is, just to look white. Yeah, my face isn't as tan. If I pull up, my belly's a little tanner.
There you go, dude. There you go. Something to shoot for. Something to
Yeah. I'm dating a Latina, so I'm trying to not be so pale, you know.
Well, that's good contrast, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn Spanish. One of these days, dude, I'm gonna grow a mustache.
Yeah. So, how much Spanish are you interested in learning? Like
a lot. Yeah, I'd love to be able to become fluent.
That'd be dope. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's
something that's super useful these days around here, especially around here.
It's a romance language.
That's the one thing that it is our language is not romantic. Mm-hmm. The way we say things, the way they say things,
used to be like back in the old English days with like
Shakespeare and shit. Now it's just you have pretty eyes. No, that's not how you'd say it in Spanish. It's just, I don't know.
I like the way you twerk, girl.
Your eyes run wild like the waves.
Kinda. Yeah.
It's like, all right, settle down, bud.
Yeah.
Que bonitos ojos tiene.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Would you like to jump into my van?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Put this ski mask on and jump into my van.
Let's go rob a bank.
I am Zorro.
That's true love, dude. If you could rob a bank together, you could accomplish anything.
Yeah, some Bonnie Clyde shit.
Yeah, she's too nice to rob a bank.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. Probably not a good idea.
You'll get her.
I'm thinking about it.
You'll get her there.
Yeah, dude. Just give it time. Give it time, dude.
Give it time.
And let me know, because every bank heist needs a getaway driver. I got a lead foot.
Yeah.
I have no fear.
Do you have gloves?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got driving
gloves.
Yeah. I have driving
gloves.
Just
like there's
and
the movie
sick wardrobe.
Is it Getaway or Getaway with
Driver?
Your driver with Gosling.
Yeah,
put his gloves on. He's on.
30 minutes of the movie is putting fucking gloves on.
He's all gonna hide underneath this freeway. This helicopter's not gonna see me. I was
no way.
Cruise off, bud.
Yeah, and I don't even think he hit the NOS once.
Yeah, he didn't need to. He was that good.
Needed it.
Never even needed it.
We're better to have it, not need it than
That's
to need
true.
it.
He probably had it.
Yeah,
in the back.
Probably long range, dude. Vin Diesel only lives his life a quarter mile at a time, so you need the NOS because it's just that quick spurt, dude.
Yeah.
That's all it is, and then you're done.
Yeah, they're playing a short man's game.
Yeah.
Short
Did you
king's
see?
game.
Did you
Short king's
see
game.
that? Man, what college was that? I'm gonna have to look this up. They released what they thought a picture of early man was, and it literally the model was Vin Diesel, Vin Diesel, bro. It was a huge meme going around. People started turning it into all kinds of different people,
Make this movie now.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, first man.
Yeah.
Ooga booga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vinny D, bro.
So you're thankful for your health, Patty boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's two pretty solid things, dude.
Yeah.
You got health on your side, and you got a nice
And you
career
got a nice
path.
gal.
And
Yeah. Well, I'm thankful for her a lot. I don't know why. Thanks, Sandy, for saving my ass.
yeah.
You got a nice gal. Well, you talked about her too, right?
Twice.
But in the
Yeah.
same breath.
So,
I figured it was connected.
Yeah.
No, she's part of the family and friend kind of thing. You know.
Yes, of course.
We're thankful for you too,
Get you
Pat.
back,
Thankful for our podcast. What about you, Eddie boy? Hot seat, dude. What you thankful for, man? Time's up.
Seat's cold.
Seat is cold, baby.
Moving right along.
My fake joking answer is I'm thankful for my facial hair.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little no shave November
Are you doing
right
that?
now. Yeah.
Good for you.
I started after Halloween, after Jack Sparrow. So we're getting her going. And I think I'm going to do all right because I'm also thankful for my health. I had some blood work stuff done. And I'm happy to say that I'm at above average testosterone levels.
My man. Dude.
So this beard ain't going to be quitting this season.
My testosterone
My
level's
man.
coming all white trashy.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think you just shaved. You just talked about that.
Yeah. See, I was growing it out, but then the lady hit me with the comment. She's like, "Yo, when you shave your head and you have a beard like that, you look like Mr. Worldwide." And I was like, "Okay, well, we're going to San Fran, so Pitbull it is."
So it was like a bonus. I didn't know if that was a. I didn't know which way you were going.
Yeah.
No, it was.
She's
it was
like
a
Mr.
joke.
Worldwide. I was like,
It was a joke and it was funny, but then she actually liked it, so
okay.
I decided to shave it.
Did
for
you guys
her,
listen
'cause
to Pitbull though?
Well, it was our
He's
first.
Latino, right? So he's like,
Yeah, exactly.
he's
yeah.
like, I caramba.
No.
No, he doesn't do that one.
No. He goes, that hoe's fine.
That hoe's fine.
This hoe's a
No.
killer.
Yeah.
I don't know much Pitbull.
Oh, dude, come on. You grew up with
You
it, dude.
you would if you heard it.
I know.
You could say
Yeah.
this is Pitbull.
Mentirosa, mentirosa, mentirosa.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Bend this toes. Bend this toes.
Great, Google that.
This toes. I don't think that's the way Spanish works. I don't think it's just whatever English word it sounds like.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure that's not.
It's Los Benditos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
But for realsies, I'm thankful for the podcast too. You
Fuck
know?
yeah, dude.
I'm thankful
Glad
that
someone said that.
we're keeping it up, dude. We're a year into this thing.
Keeping it up.
I'm getting
dude.
old. It's hard to keep
Ties
up.
right into the testosterone thing.
Right into the testosterone, babe.
Right in your
Keeping it
testes.
up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time. A long
Yeah.
time to come. Staying hard.
And I don't know about you guys, but I got plans. I got some ideas cooking.
Oh,
I
I
think
got
2023 is
huge
going to be even
plans.
bigger, better
on the
year for
skillet.
SBD.
Yeah.
We're going to throw it on the skillet, cook it up, and serve it to y'all raw. Well cooked. Cooked / raw. We're going to throw some raw stuff on top.
Yeah,
Sushi style.
We're raw dogging the cook.
We're raw dog. We're balls deep in. We're balls deep in the soup.
We're balls raw ball dogging the cooked meat.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a day.
Have a day.
Have
Oh my
day.
god. Okay, I don't want to get too political, but
Oh,
did you hear
shit,
John
dude.
Fetterman, the guy who was running in Pennsylvania, the guy who has a stroke?
Any relation to David Letterman?
No.
Just
He has a
similar
stroke when he
sounding.
died, or is he good at golf?
He had a stroke,
Oh.
and so he
Well-
messes up words sometimes. He was running against Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania. He actually
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dr. Oz was running for office?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, in
dude?
this last election, by the way, an election happened.
Is he related to the wizard?
No. No, he's related to Oprah, kind of. He was on her show.
Kinda.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty much the same.
How are you kinda related to somebody?
Well,
He was on her show, and then he got his own show. So it's like a
also
spin-off
in relation to.
in relation to.
Yeah, he was the doctor guy.
But he was running against this guy who had a stroke, and so it was common knowledge that he would misspeak.
So he made fun of him.
And so,
Dr. Oz made fun of him.
I think he was fairly respectful. People just didn't respect him as far as, people didn't trust Oz.
The guy
For
was
various
talking, and Dr.
reasons.
Oz was like,
Yeah, he really disrespected him.
What a dick, dude. Dr. Oz is a piece of shit.
But the reason why I thought of it is one of the things that he did at their debate is he came out and he said, "Hi everyone, good night."
Who? Dr. Oz?
Fetterman, the guy who
His
had
opening?
the problem. Yeah, that was his opening. He said, "Hi everyone, good night."
Was it a joke?
No.
Or it was like a real thing?
No.
He just had a brain fart?
Like, he brain farts. Like, that's what he does. Like, part of his stroke is that he misspeaks.
Okay,
Well, maybe he was like, what if it was like good morning, but we're at night, so it's good night. Like,
good night,
he was
everybody.
trying to
How's
say...
it going? Yeah, it doesn't work.
Hey, everybody, it's a good night.
Yeah, well, when you say it's a good night, it's all about the setup, you know, but...
Well, I think what he was trying to say was good evening.
Yeah.
But night and evening are normally synonymous, but
Yeah.
good night actually means the opposite of good evening.
Yeah, correct.
So, because he misspoke, he actually said the opposite thing of what...
And everybody turned around and laughed.
And so, well, no, people just, like, translate for him. It's like, oh, he meant...
Yeah. I
Good
get it,
evening.
but here's my question.
So everybody's, like, translating this stuff for him.
Here's my question. Is that somebody you want running for office? Somebody who gets things mixed up that easily?
That's who they picked.
You,
He got elected.
Why? Is my question. Why are we picking people that are like there's a whole state of people. There's a whole state of people and we're gonna
Nobody wants the job, I guess.
Well, is that it? Or
Yeah,
is
that could
it
be
like this is just the push or is it just puss?
It's definitely the puss.
It's definitely the puss. Dude.
I blame the puss.
For sure, it's a big problem.
It's a high puss probability.
Yeah, dude. It's running wild. Running rampant all up and down the coastline. Well,
yeah, that
that's
was our
good
quick
for that guy.
Yeah,
He's-
quick little deviation to Pennsylvania politics. That happened.
Good for that guy, I
Fucking
guess.
Paulies.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't live in Pennsylvania. I probably never will. The worst place in Pennsylvania is Pittsburgh, and that's solely because they house the Steelers. And
Wow,
we're
Philly.
trash. I don't mind the Eagles.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been to Philly, so that's probably why I say
Mhm.
that. But I don't mind the Eagles.
I don't think I've liked
Cool.
anybody that I've ever met who's ever said they were from Philly.
How many people have you met from Philly?
Not many, but I'm just saying they're still
Of the
batting
few, they were
0.
I met
They're batting
somebody
at zero.
briefly. I ran into
They're all
somebody,
loud.
and we were
I'm allowed to, but
when I sat on the Gator in Florida. When we got off the Gator, the guy in line with me was from Philadelphia, and he was super cool. And we ran
Really?
into him
You
later
sure?
on, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?"
he was trying to pawn something behind your back, bro. Is the only reason why I guarantee it.
He's trying to pawn
He
something.
was plotting something behind
Plotting.
your back.
Oh, probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's probably trying to
He be plotting.
pickpocket
He was
you.
like, "Yo,
He's like, where can I get a cheesesteak?
Fuck you, fucking cheesesteak.
you fucking,
Yeah.
you fucking
Oh,
fuck."
your fucking Liberty Bell.
Fucking
He's
crack
all
that
about mom
Twitter.
on a Gator.
Fuck Brendan Franklin.
Ben
The
Franklin.
city of brotherly love my ass.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr. That
This
was
shit's fucking wicked, ma. Look, I'm gonna stick my head in the mouth.
Rocky!
Rocky. Yeah, whatever, dude. Philly.
whatever,
Philly.
bro.
I'd like to. I don't think I'd ever like to go to Philly. I don't think it's on my to-do list at all.
Yeah, your fucking hero's a fucking fictional character, dude. Alright? Rocky. Like,
Rocky.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a statue to a fictional fucking character.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, has Down syndrome too.
So
Hey, bro.
I gotta
Nothing
ask,
against Down syndrome.
what's the deal with this repeating game that you're talking about?
Oh, you want to rock some
alright,
repeating
let's
game?
play it.
Yeah,
dude.
well, you gotta at least walk me through it. I'll
do it.
decide
Okay,
if I
alright.
want to do it.
So I'm gonna be a little bit rusty here, so hopefully this
Rusty-
works
rusty
out.
nail.
Like a fish hook.
This was a game. It's kind of an improv game that I learned when I was going to acting school in North Hollywood. Actually, I went to Jeff Goldblum's acting school.
Really?
He wasn't there, but he founded it.
He was too busy smashing pussy.
Too busy just clapping cheeks.
Fucker.
You know?
Must be.
You know,
Classic Goldblum.
cheeks find a way. You know. But,
Great actor, but kind of plays the same role in a lot of.
He's got it. He's got his ticket. He's
Yeah.
got his ticket to ride,
Yeah.
for sure. But one of the techniques, so there's levels to the class. So you start off at level 1, and then you start with these kind of games or exercises. And once you've perfected the exercise, they graduate you to the next one.
Okay.
And it's a classic set piece. So it's like a studio audience. There's like
Real
theater
people?
chairs, the other students, and the teacher.
Okay.
There's usually about a dozen people in there at a time, and then there's a classic like stage setting. So there's a door, you can see behind the door. There's like a couch and like a kitchenette. It's basic stage production deal. But the repeating game is you go out there and you have a partner. So Travis, you're going to be my partner.
Okay.
And this is an improv game that's supposed to hone your ability to listen and think on the fly. So the repeating game is, I will say something, you have to repeat it verbatim back to me. Once something has been repeated, then you could change. You don't have to like keep adding on to it. You could change what you say. But you have to repeat what the other person says at least once. You can keep repeating it multiple times. And that's the easiest way to just kind of get into the groove. And then you start changing things up.
Okay.
But the real caveat is there's no questions. They have to be statements. No questions. So, your eyes are blue.
Your eyes are blue.
Your eyes are blue.
Your eyes are blue.
They have a real twinkle to them.
They have a real twinkle to them.
Mr. Twinkletoes over here.
Mr. Twinkletoes over here.
Mr. Twinkletoes over here.
Mr. Twinkletoes over here.
Look like you're having fun.
Look like you're having fun.
He's having fun.
He's having fun.
Oh, he's having fun.
Oh, he's having fun.
He's pretty good at this, P-Bear.
He's pretty good at this, P-Bear.
He's even following my eyes.
He's even following my eyes.
Let's see if he can lead this thing.
Let's see if he can lead this thing.
Let's see if he can lead this thing.
That's your cue to say
That's
whatever
your
you
cue.
want.
And also, you're out if you take longer than like 3 seconds.
So
to come up with something.
so how do I know when it's my turn to like
Because
change
he
it?
repeated the third time.
Once you repeat it once, you can change. So I say something and you say something, then I can change it. And
But
then
you can't
I change
change
it,
it,
then
so
you say it back. So, but once I kind of have to like repeat it
A second time.
in
And
order
then
for
you
you to
can
change
change.
it. Really.
So if you say something and I repeat it and then you say the same thing again,
Then you
it's
can say
my
whatever you want.
I'm free to say whatever.
You're
I
free
want.
to say whatever. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Understood.
So, Patty Boy and T Rabbit, you want to square off, or you want to go square off with me?
Go, Andy. Go. Let's see what happens.
Pat looks like he's bored.
Pat looks like he's bored.
Patty Boy looks like he's bored,
Patty boy looks like he's bored.
but he's hanging in there.
But he's hanging in there.
He's hanging in there, folks.
He's hanging in there, folks.
Hanging in real short king-like.
Hanging in real short king like.
Y'all are pretty good at this game, you hear?
Y'all pretty good at this game here.
I like to camp at Lake Chargagagog, Manchagagog, Chaganabungamug.
I like to camp at Lake Chanagog, Chikanabog, Chamanagog.
Pretty good, dude.
Pretty good.
So what,
pretty
this
good,
exercise you said you learned it in
Acting school. Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum's acting school.
Yes.
What was
and-
it called?
Playhouse West.
Nice.
But it's actually in North Hollywood, but
It's all Northwest Hollywood. It's
Gays.
Kanye's kid.
over by Universal Studios.
North Hollywood West.
It's West Coast, North
No, I
Hollywood.
said it was Kanye's kid.
Oh,
Northwest.
oh yeah, Northwest, right? Isn't that really the name?
Yeah, they have
yeah.
Southwest, they have Northwest, they
Oh
have
my lord.
West-West. No.
No.
They have Southwest, they have Northwest. And they have East-West.
No, they have something else. It's something.
Yeah, no, dude.
It's not East West, dude.
You mean his middle name is just Middle? East, Middle, West. Let's just call them Mids.
No, you guys did pretty well, man. That's just like step one. You do the repeating game with a bunch of different people.
I was waiting for you to give me a fucking shot, dude. You didn't give me a shot.
Yeah, he didn't
You didn't-
repeat
you didn't
anything
repeat
enough
it.
to
Oh,
where
I
he
didn't
could take it
repeat
over.
a second
Yeah, he
time.
totally
Wait,
screwed him.
Sorry.
And
Well,
he-
you kept saying the same thing, but you're switching one word, so I was like,
was.
he's trying to catch me.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I was,
He was trying to get, and
I
then
did.
you just let
and
it
then
go.
I threw
and
out
just-
the big
yeah.
gun.
No,
yeah, and then I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could just mumble too, Andy.
No, that's
Nope, you changed it.
That's a real place.
No, it's not,
Liz
dude.
taught me about it. Lake Chargagagog, Manchagagog, Chaganabungamug.
Chicana bugga mug.
It's like a
Cowabunga.
native
Yeah, that's what you get your
native
tallywhacker.
land.
Get your tallywhacker wet. What you got?
Yeah, there's all sorts of games we could do.
No, we're done with games,
But,
dude.
I
don't
mean,
play
for the
games.
future.
I don't play
I-
around.
okay.
Dude, I'm a serious
Dude,
guy.
you know what's not a game?
Mm.
Death. And especially death to one of our childhood heroes.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right.
Traumatized.
Let's get into it. What do you know? What do we know? Okay. Lead us in. You're the one wearing the
John F.
the
Kennedy.
death shroud with
Yeah.
your black hoodie.
John F.
Jason,
Kennedy
dude.
died this day.
Oh, Kennedy. I was talking about the Green Ranger. Dude.
I know you were talking about,
Who
bro.
gives a fuck about the Kennedy?
That's
He's
old.
not my childhood hero.
It's old news.
Old news.
What's his
bud.
name?
Dude, still big deal.
Is his real name real life Jason?
No, it's
it's
David something.
David Lee Roth.
Oh,
No,
my
that's
middle
not
name's
it.
David. See, I knew I was, and my favorite color was
I
green,
remember
so I
that
knew
name.
I was connected to that full.
Yeah, you know, big fan. Obviously, the coolest Ranger. I mean, that's, I guess, arguable, but for me, he was the only Ranger. That was my dude right there. And
He was
still
a dick,
have,
though, at first.
but he was awesome, dude, and he was different. And he was green. And it was cool.
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank. His name was Jason.
Yeah, although Tommy was his character's name.
Yeah.
Jason was the Red
Jason
Ranger.
the Red
one,
Ranger.
that's what I was
Jason was the Red Ranger, but his
Right.
real name was Jason.
Right. And so, hold on. They disclosed how he died, didn't they?
So this is all alleged. From
he
what I've
hanging
heard was
himself
from
in jerk off?
TMZ. I think TMZ is saying it was suicide. And I did a quick Reddit search to find out if people were hearing rumors, and apparently he had maybe cheated on his wife and then was getting a divorce. So people were, just kind of speculating that he was on a downward spiral and felt like,
All
like
the
a lot
best
of
years
guys
were behind
get,
him.
they feel like, I fucked my life over and just, that's it. That's the speculation.
Yeah, when you have that much stardom early on in life and then it fizzles out and nobody remembers. Well, I mean,
He
people remember you.
didn't
but-
really have that much stardom.
Are you kidding me?
He wasn't. His character wasn't based on him though, dude. The most prestigious part about his character was when he was in the suit. That's what. Unless you're a Ranger fan, then you're not. Then you're just gonna know the Green Ranger as the Green.
They
You're not
had-
even gonna know he had.
They had the
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
They had the fucking action figures where you popped your head and spun.
Yeah,
It had
yeah.
this real
The guy
one.
was an
That's on my
action
wall
figure
for
for
But
sure.
it's actually Jason. It's actually his fucking.
Yeah, I
face
know. I
on
have it on the wall.
He's got it.
I have it. I have one in the box still, and I have one that's loose that my daughter plays with, from the '90s.
Yeah.
She had all of them. She had the red ones. The only one, Denise stepped on the red one. Thanks, Denise. Killed it. I still have them in a bag. The remnants.
Well, at least that one's
All
not real
twins.
dead in real life yet.
But I have him on the wall, still in the package too. Those are the two I have. Because
That bad or?
he's still alive. Yeah, he's still
Where's
alive.
Kimberly at? She was my first crush. There's a lot of our first crushes, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think we
hoe.
could pull. Yeah.
Jamie,
I don't
pull
think
that
she
up.
looks like she used to, dude. I think somewhere I saw a meme about this.
Oh no, she still looks good, dude. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. And if
Yeah,
not,
she had the most success out of those guys.
Yeah.
Although
the Black Ranger did other stuff.
he
though,
did
I
other
think.
stuff for sure.
He was in not all that. I felt like he was in some Nickelodeon shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been a working actor
Amy
for a long
Jo
time.
Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson, baby.
Dude, she's
Pink
still
Ranger.
smoking hot. Dude.
She is not smoking hot.
Well, if I squint really hard,
yeah,
I can see the pink outfit,
dude.
and that's hot.
If I close my eyes and remember back to 1993.
If I remember back when little
It's good
Patty Boy
times,
had
dude.
no hair on his peckers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually
What?
got in trouble.
Well, you didn't either. Neither did you.
I was just gonna glide past it.
There's no gliding
It's easier to glide when there's no hair. Like a swimmer.
Yeah,
Namor,
you're
bro.
sheathed
Like
and
Namor.
Yeah, you're like a
Swimming right into your girl's DMs. He's
You're like a sheathed
Namor.
dolphin.
So yeah, rest in
More
peace,
dorsal
Green Ranger.
Poor guy.
Uh,
Don't cheat on your wife and kill yourself. That's probably bad, huh?
Yeah, what if that's not even the real story, though?
Well, that's what I'm breaking.
that's
What
too-
if she cheated on him and he killed himself and everybody's just shaming him because he's a man?
Dude, that's what it is, dude. Fuck
Probably
men,
what it
dude.
was.
Men are-
Probably is.
Men are the downfall of the society.
What a bitch.
Our patriarch is yeah.
That's where we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, dude, right on.
Bunch of fucking patriarchs.
So let's talk about Kennedy.
Kennedy. Well, actually, I think the Green
Kennedy.
The
It's
Green
his dead-
Ranger
dead
story
day.
sort of leads a little bit into my my Rocket or Nah if you're interested.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
I want a
just
rocket.
giving it time. I want a rocket.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, or it might be
Or
not.
not.
Some people don't know, but I know.
Did you see up on the board? I have rocket or not MAID. MAID. What do you think MAID stands for?
A maid's outfit.
It's an acronym.
Oh,
My ass is donk.
Motherfucking attitude is disturbing.
That would have an F.
No, motherfucker's one word.
If only that were the case, fellas.
Many asteroids intercepts
Yeah.
different dimensions.
Different dimensions.
Don't distract demons.
Many assholes in.
I don't know what's it
Don't
mean, man.
roll.
It's an acronym, right?
It's an acronym, yes.
Right. Just
It
making
means
sure.
medical assistance in death.
What?
Another word for it is euthanasia.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you're saying
Yeah,
we're gonna kill ourselves
right.
or not?
Well, so our neighbor to the north, Canada, has allegedly, apparently, euthanized about 10,000 people in 2021.
Wait, Canada
Yeah.
has euthanized people?
Yeah.
Yeah, people who want to die.
Wait,
People
what?
who want to die.
They'll just kill you if you
And
want to
people-
die. You
Yeah,
can die.
Medically
Yeah.
induced.
Yeah,
death.
medically induced death. They call it MAID.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So yeah, rocket
Is
or
it?
not.
I mean, if you want to go, like, go. Fuck.
Really? I don't
Why
know.
get the government involved? Just jump off a cliff.
People have like mental illnesses. Like maybe they went to war for our country and they had some hard times or lost some good friends and they don't really want to go because there's a lot left in life that life has a lot to offer, man.
I know.
One day could change everything.
So
You know what I mean?
it's actually interesting
And
that
one day
you,
could change everything back.
it's interesting that you brought that up because the reason why this came to my attention was there was a story that kind of went viral of a guy who called the VA from Canada, the Veterans Office, basically saying that he was having suicidal thoughts because of like PTSD.
Oh, we'll help you.
And they said, "Have you considered euthanasia?"
No way.
Yes.
They're like,
Because depression is now filed under their qualifiers for getting medical assistance in death.
Hey, I'm depressed. Can I die?
That sucks, man.
So if you'll let me, I can read a little excerpt. Now take this with a grain of salt. This is from ChristianityToday.com.
Okay. Alright, dude.
Take it with
Here
a
we
grain of
go.
salt.
Okay, fucking
Wait,
bias
Christianity
much,
what?
dude.
Today.com.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
The Canadian government followed the court's instruction and legalized medically assisted death. Initially, the law stipulated that assisted suicide was restricted to those with grievous and irremediable suffering for whom death was reasonably foreseeable. However, as the practice has grown in frequency and social acceptance, the restrictions intended to safeguard vulnerable populations have been progressively eliminated. In 2021, the reasonably foreseeable death requirement was removed, and otherwise healthy people with physical disabilities became eligible for assisted suicide. In the course of parliamentary deliberations on that change in law, this author testified before Canadian Senate alongside two women with visible and severe physical disabilities. They shared eloquently their adverse impact the change in law would have on the disability community. In the past 5 years, the number of patients dying with physician assistance in Canada has grown tenfold from around 1,000 in 2016 to more than 10,000 in 2021. 3.3% of all deaths in Canada that year, according to official government reporting.
Crazy shit.
The available data suggests that patients are not being coerced against their will into physician-assisted death, and yet the culture of death, the term this author resisted, has taken hold in insidious and surprising ways. Assisted death is no longer seen as a desperate option or a last resort, but rather as one of a therapeutic option among many, a reasonable and effective means of definitively solving suffering offered not only to the dying, but also those whose lives are not regarded as worth living.
How do you regard your life not worth living?
And that's up to the person, I suppose.
You'd have to like be like an ex-rapist or something that just like.
Well,
I guess
no, those
doesn't-
people should be executed.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that, but like.
That's different. Like if you're gonna harm
But it sounds like
especially sexually harm women or children.
You said something about
Get a
inevitability.
second chance.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You said something about inevitably death. So it sounded like these patients were on their deathbed already.
That's how it originally was stated, but then the law has kind of progressed. It's not about for people who are in intense pain and there's foreseeable death. It's more about people who have disabilities or even depression now, psychological ailments.
Yeah, that's crazy. The snippet that you said about the gentleman calling the VA office or whatever. I don't know if that's what they call it there, but
yeah, whatever their version is.
That's scary right there, because that person may not have any medical issue with him. You know what I mean, or with them.
No, well, the Green Ranger, bro. Like, his life is falling apart because of bad decisions that he made. Maybe, but they're gonna offer him because he's depressed and he goes and sees someone.
Right.
They're gonna offer him medical assistance. It's
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
It's a rocket or not, definitely.
Oh, that's the rocket.
That's the rocket or not.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna rock
Oh
death?
shit.
Yeah.
Are you
Should
gonna
we rock it or not?
I say nah. I say if you got. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, maybe that's the selfish part of me. Like, I don't want. I think about like the people that get left behind too. You know what I'm saying? Especially like children, like families that lose somebody that's important to them because like they're depressed or something. Because depression doesn't work like, you know, a lot of things. You know, somebody could become depressed and they could have a lot going on, and they could still be depressed about something and they don't even understand what it is, and it's eating at them. And so I feel like it's important to try and lift people up. Especially when they're in that kind of situation, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, some people hide it better than others, but I feel like I'm a decent judge of not just of character, but as far as like what people are, you know, what people are feeling. And right away, if like I know people aren't, you know, accustomed to like my kind of like harassment, I don't know. That's just.
It's harassment.
I let it go.
We call it friendship,
you know what I mean?
It's harassment.
It's harassment, dude. That's the way I keep my friends closer.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wait,
just the tip.
You said you wouldn't talk about that.
Shack.
But it's pretty easy. Some people react differently, and I try to like give everybody their.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I wasn't always that way. That's for sure. You know what I mean? So I could see why, you know.
Yeah, I think. Once it's ingrained, and we get to a certain age, I feel like there's people that go through their whole lives, and Jordan Peterson talks about this, that aren't encouraged at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't have parents that tell them they can do things. They don't have any encouragement whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And to not have anybody in your corner helping you out, you get to 40 years old, 50 years old, you're probably a depressed piece of shit on the inside.
See a way out.
Yeah, it's like at that point, how do you change that person's mindset that's 50 years old? It's like, fuck, at that point, like, you want to go, like, fuck it.
Usually meeting somebody, usually that's what does it. If you're alone, loneliness is like, if you don't start a family, he talks about this too, like, like human beings, like, if you don't have, like, eventually you're going to be alone if you don't start a family or something, you know?
I've been thinking about that shit a lot lately.
You know? Like, that's
a lot.
It's something to look forward to throughout your life, you know? That's why when people go through the loss of a child, it's so traumatic too, because it's not only their everything for so long, but it's also their future everything and all the things that they look forward to seeing and doing. So it's like, you know what I mean? And you can lose a child to suicide. You know, that's what people forget. So like if someone goes to the doctor and they're like, oh, I feel depressed, and the doctor's like, here you go, you fucking...
Yeah.
And it disproportionately affects men. Women actually attempt suicide more, but men commit suicide more.
Yeah, because women just do it for fucking
arousal. It's a cry for help, usually. And guys are, there's like a stigma against the cry for help for guys.
Well, that's the thing is, like, a girl can come home from work and her boss said something slightly fucking negative and she'll be crying. Everybody, oh my god, you had such a hard day. A dude comes out of the fucking coal mine working 15 hours, can barely breathe,
got the black lung,
and like just wants a warm meal when he gets home, and nobody wants to give a fuck about anything that goes on in that dude's life. Like, so yeah, I can see how men get depressed, because men are just a lot of men walk around invisible to the world.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, but nobody gives a fuck about them. and they feel lonely and they become depressed. And it's true. It's
So if you're lonely and depressed out there, you can join our group.
Yeah. 6 depressed balls sad. Saggy balls sad.
As silly as it sounds, community is important.
It really is.
You know, having something to do on a Tuesday night, even if it's showing to a bunch of idiots.
Dude, we welcome all, dude.
Yeah.
And if you want to battle, we can do that too. But bring a shotgun.
Yeah. Do your voodoo.
So what's your final verdict on the rocket or not? Do you think like
at Real Greg Hill, he's verdicting right now, dude. He said people should be able to choose death if they want to have a medical professional. Like, see, my thing is, if I
very
choose
Greg point of view.
If I choose death, like, I'm gonna go out doing something sick, like jumping off the cliff.
If you really want to do it, do it. What are they gonna do?
Like,
arrest
you?
You
Don't free fall, like just jump off the cliff,
shit,
and like you know you're gonna die. If you jump off something high enough, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. It's like
I don't want to get injected.
There's a difference. If people want to die and they really want, then yeah, like there's nothing stopping you from doing it still.
But you're not gonna go to jail.
For you to go to a doctor and say, "Hey, I'm fucking depressed," and then to be like, "Well, have you tried dying?" Like, what the fuck, man?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, come on. That's not the same thing. If you've made up your mind and you're gonna kill yourself, nothing's gonna That's it. Like, there's nothing that you don't need a doctor to give you something to kill yourself. There's a million things you could do. There's over-the-counter medicines that you could take too many of and fucking kill yourself.
We're not going to tell you how to do that.
No, but allegedly, you know what I mean. Of course, Big
No
Pharma would never do.
I mean, there's some simple chemicals that you have in your house right now that you could probably mix together.
Yeah.
And we're not going to tell you which ones.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know what I mean?
Whatever
like,
you do, don't do that.
There's a million different ways. There's 1,000 ways to die, man.
1,000 ways to
1,000 ways to die, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
there's probably more.
Probably way more, dude.
Yeah.
Or less. But probably more.
Yeah.
What's okay? Well,
it's definitely not less because we've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So I
documented over 7 seasons. Spike TV.
I think that person who wants to commit suicide needs to go through a strict evaluation. Needs to like actually go through a couple programs to try to maybe get some help and like try to think positive. And then if like
nope, still want to die.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, then it's like okay, dude. Well, like here's your way out. But then like you said, like you want to die, just go die.
Have you tried riding a wave runner? Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Have you taken your car and drove 100 miles an hour into a wall?
Dude, have you fucking done any of the amazing things that life has to offer? Well, you're gonna die. Here you go. We're gonna push you out of a plane.
Yeah.
Just
have you seen?
Oh, I bet you want to live real bad after
Have you ever tried crack?
Have you tried a slow death?
Yeah.
You see, like a lot of people, like, for instance, like hanging. People do that, and they say people regret it. Like, as soon as they go, like, let go, they're scavenging, trying to stop it.
Because they're like instincts kick in. They need air.
I think that's probably one of the biggest arguments against it is that people who have survived and people who have thought about doing it and didn't do it, their testimonies are the only ones that we have, because people who committed it and didn't make it, obviously we don't have their testimony, but we have testimony of people who've like jumped off of things that have survived, and they've said like, I'm immediately regretted it the second I fucking jumped off.
You're not gonna see anybody you love. It doesn't matter who you gotta love something or somebody. And for that just to not be around anymore, like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like how
there's a million cool things to do, dude.
Well, and how about the fact that it was 3% of Canada's deaths in that year?
That's insane.
If that's 3%, then that means that there's
not that many people
300,000 deaths a year.
There's not that many people in Canada.
Compared
there's a lot of ice, huh?
It's mostly wilderness.
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. Cold as fuck.
Cold as fuck, but awesome. But it's just so awesome.
I'd have to be so sheathed to go with her.
Double sheathed.
I would love to go
try
on
to sheathe inside of a sheath.
Yeah. You don't want to come
try to
into
sheathe your
encounter.
sheath, dude. Buy another pair.
Yeah, you don't want to encounter like a grizzly in Alaska. That's fucking all bad, dude. Nothing to do with that.
I don't want to encounter shit. Shit.
Dude, what's worse than grizzlies is polar bears, dude.
I had to eat your butthole. Dude.
Plus, dude, we offered them
first
to join.
They only I think they're carnivorous. They only eat.
We offered them to join the USA, and they said nah. So it's like
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go live in your fucking.
Like, you can reject your queen if you want. They're like, we like her.
Yeah, we like it.
They have a queen.
Cheerio.
They and the Queen of England is their
fucking queen, dude.
Oh, they're English.
Well, not anymore.
It's technically like a. The king.
Queen is dead.
The queen's dead.
That old whore.
Queen is. My man.
Was a fucking hoe, dude. She did a lot of bad things.
Yeah,
dude.
she was a bitch.
And she hid her fucking fucking sexual predator son from the fucking world.
Yeah.
That's some weird shit, dude.
Yeah,
She had a long and storied history. We will say that.
That old brittle bitch can rot in hell for all I care.
Fucking poor Princess Diana.
Fucking
Yeah.
slimy bastards.
Fuck.
I'll dig my hole all the way to China, dude.
I'll pop out and fucking turn around and start digging back. Dude.
Yeah, dude. I'll just put the dirt back in and climb out. Make little steps up the side. Sorry.
On the suicide thing, I just real quick, I lean towards liberty. So I lean towards adults who are of the sound mind, making the right decisions for themselves.
People aren't sound.
That being said, this is where the feeling thing comes in. When you read that and you hear those numbers and you hear what's going on, there's a feeling that gets tingled where it's like, this doesn't feel right.
It doesn't.
This feels bad. And I think a culture that is having that many people choose that option, that's a sign of a culture that's in trouble. And I don't know how you solve that, but it's a problem.
Well, like you said, we need community, and those people aren't part of any community, and they're outsiders and they're outcasts, and nobody's involving them, so they're not getting any love or any encouragement. So then he's spiraling into this dark.
They're quitting the game. They're quitting the game of life.
Yeah, dude. Find your favorite Canadian. Go listen to Nickelback.
Mm-hmm.
Download Louis Marco, dude. Do
Look
something.
at photograph.
Find a Canadian
Death by
quick. Do
grizzly
you watch
bear, dude. That's what
videos
they
of Pam Anderson?
They just throw you in a cage with a polar bear in Canada. That's how they kill you.
Polar bears aren't
That's how
even in
they're
Canada, are they?
made.
They're polar bears in Canada?
Couple of them.
There might be. Yeah.
I think
3
they're
or 4.
indigenous
Mostly
there. I
grizz.
think they mostly live in like the Arctic.
Yeah. Mostly
Yeah.
grizz.
They're very they're ice dwelling. But what I was saying is, not to jump back and forth, but grizzly bears will eat. They'll forage for berries and things like
They're
that too.
omnivores.
Yeah, they'll eat whatever they can. Whereas grizzlies specifically eat meat, so they will literally like hunt you down. I watched a special where these what's the word I'm looking for? People who trek, like basically there's gotta be a word for this.
Expeditioners?
Expeditioners. And they just kind of like do it by, they just sled their bags along with them and just stay. And there was this brother and sister who grew up doing it, and they decided they were going to go on some crazy, trip, and it has to be done while it's like the certain time of year where everything's frozen. Otherwise, you just like can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But as they were doing it, they were getting like tracked by polar bears.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd wake up and there was like polar bears, dude, like coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. Like they're looking for you, and
there's nothing to eat out there.
They're fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
They're so big. I had no idea until I've talked about this a few times, but when we took Scarlett to the zoo the first time, the polar bears were swimming around right there up at the glass, and it was like, fuck, they're big, dude. It's insane how big those bears are. Like the grizzly too.
800 pounds, dude. 1,000 pounds.
Bigger.
Pounds,
yeah,
dude.
and just incredibly fast, massive, just violently strong. The ability to scale trees in a short amount of time.
Polar bears do live in Canada as well as most of the Arctic.
Fuck yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that.
Boys are back in town.
Yes. Thank
Happy
you very much.
Happy
dude.
Thanksgiving, Steven.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, Steven.
We appreciate you tuning in, bud.
Yeah, yeah. Black Adam, Brownlee. Good night.
Black Adam Brownlee. Why? Good.
Black Adam's The Rock, right? The Rock, right?
The Rock, yeah. The Rock,
Has anybody seen that? Is that out yet?
No.
It's not out?
It's out. Nobody's seen it.
Oh, okay. Nobody's seen
Nobody's seen it.
it. Alright, well.
I'm going to pop outside for a fag real quick, but do you guys have any good UFC stuff this weekend? Was there any good UFC fights? Was there any good fights?
There was some good
martial
fights. I was
arts
just interpreting what you were saying.
Oh,
we're
talking about fags.
Getting a fag?
Yeah, getting a fag.
That's how the British pop outside.
Yeah, good for them, dude. Good for them.
A little fag. But I set you up with a little bit of a...
Well, yeah, actually, the UFC fight was a headliner was Spivak versus Derek Lewis, and that actually got canceled. Lewis got sick, so Kaleba fought. Oh fuck, who did he fight? Kaleba fought a new up and comer, and he got smoked again. He was doing all right. That man's a beast, but he doesn't. Kutleba's like he's like they call him the Hulk. He's fucking. Iwan. I think his name's Iwan Kaleva, but he's been put to sleep a couple times because he's kind of reckless and doesn't have the best technique, and he's just one of those guys. He's like a big hulking individual. The Hulk's the perfect name for him. So I don't know. I was more. I enjoyed the fight, but nothing out of this world. But I'm kind of looking forward to some of the hype that's going around with the different fighters. I noticed that Gilbert Burns is really firing off at Jorge Masvidal. He wants to fight. He just wants to fight him. Yeah. And Masvidal is, saying he's dealing with the legal shit, doesn't want to commit to a fight, and this and that. But I think that could potentially be a good fight. Gilbert Burns is no joke, man.
I'm not really interested in watching Jorge fight at all anymore.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that he's got
gasses. He's cool for like 2 minutes, and then he got.
I think when Jorge comes correct, he's good. But I think the last couple fights he hasn't trained like he's supposed to. I think it's visible. You can see it in the physique. He doesn't look like he's been.
Shit too.
Yeah, he's too fucking big for his britches, dude. But if you're gonna come, you better come correct if you're gonna fight somebody like Gilbert Burns, especially after you got knocked out like he did by Kamaru Usman. So we got to see a redemption match. That dude got put to sleep in front of Miami's crowd.
Yeah.
Then he got beat. The brakes got beat off him by Colby. That was after, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, that's a wrestling thing. I want to see him get a chance at throwing some strikes again. I want to see what he can do with some strikes. Yeah. And I think Gilbert Burns will give him the opportunity to throw, because Gilbert Burns is a down opponent. He's got crazy slick Brazilian jiu-jitsu. What's that?
Yeah, good fight against Kazmat.
Yeah. He definitely had an amazing
Burns
fight.
Magny in Brazil. Greg saying.
Is that what? Oh yeah. Well, there you go, Neil Magny, dude.
Neil Magny is a fucking good fighter.
Yeah, he's got a ton of wins too. He's got an insane amount of fights. You don't realize it.
He's got gas.
Yeah, he's
gas is so important.
Yeah, gas is important to get.
And John Jones March 4th, really?
Yep, that's supposed to be a thing. It's supposed to be popping, dude. So that was one of the next things we were going to talk about is Ngannou John Jones. Hopefully that is a done deal. I don't know. He might be able to tell us right now if that's something that's happening. But it's definitely been in the works, and I feel like a lot of people just felt like it would never happen.
What a terrible fight for fucking Ngannou to come back off of his surgery for, I feel like.
Yeah,
this is the most opportune time for John to fight.
John cannot get hit.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good at that.
Did you see the last fight, though, when Ngannou was hurt? When he fought Cyril Gane, he friggin' wrestled, dude. Yeah. And think of the power and the size of Ngannou. Don't get me wrong, John Jones is a more elite wrestler, but John Jones is going to have ring rust. Hasn't been in the ring for upwards of 5 years, I would say. At least 3. It's been a long time. Since
DC, huh?
No, he fought Dominic Reyes.
Right.
And then, yeah, I think he fought Dominic Reyes was the last fight. But, yeah, I don't know. And then, speaking of Khamzat wants to fight, well, he obviously wants to fight Alex P. Who just beat Israel. So he's calling out Alex, which is a kind of a crazy fight. And so, I don't know.
Makhachev and Volk, you're saying?
No, Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, sorry.
Said something about trying to fight Alex P, dude. I don't know how to say his last name. Pereira. So I want to see the rematch of him in Israel.
Fuck him up, because that guy's not going to be able to take his wrestling. Khamzat's going to take him to the ground. It's going to be over.
It's going to be bad. Well,
it's going to be a 2-minute fight. He's going to roll. I guarantee Khamzat will roll through him.
I think so too.
It's because unless Pereira catches him coming in the very first minute, that's the only time. Once Khamzat grabs that guy's body, it is over for him. Because you saw him when him and Izzy went to the ground. The wrestling looked like shit. Both Izzy and fucking Pereira's wrestling looked like trash on the ground. That was a champ. I've never seen a championship bout from two guys that had worse wrestling in my life. Like, how do you become a champion and have such a shitty wrestling? But for some reason, Izzy's always
fights.
Well, Izzy's always he's fought wrestlers, but he's always been able to defend the takedown. Mm-hmm. But with Pereira, they're both stand-up, so they were both thinking stand-up the entire fight.
Okay.
So when Pereira took him down, Izzy finally got taken down by him because he was just thinking it was weird, just a weird fucking moment. I don't know how to put on it, but
rigged.
No. They're just shitty wrestlers. But I'm just like,
oh shit! I was just gonna look at what Greg said.
Good. Yeah, I don't know. Izzy, yeah, Pineda would lose to Gilbert Burns. Pineda would lose to a lot of fighters that Izzy beat. I think Gilbert Burns would beat Pineda too, dude.
Yeah, I think Gilbert Burns has got a good shot at it. Here, I'll take care of it. Sorry, I had to relieve myself.
Dude, the way Pineda was walking Izzy down, I was kind of surprised how Izzy wasn't throwing any shots at him. Like, he was standing right in the pocket with his hands up. Like, it was weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
did you read the?
I think people react different ways, especially if you've been beat by somebody twice and knocked out by him once. Maybe it got in his head. He's never really gets beat by anybody. So it's one of those things where maybe that did play an effect on it. So.
Huh.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
That went down. Okay, did we read the real Greg Hills? He said Burns just agreed to fight Magny in Brazil.
Yeah. Yep, read that.
Ngannou versus John Jones on March 4th. Ngannou has yet to get his contract figured out and heal by then. And the pundits are reporting on Google. You get all those?
Well, yeah, because Ngannou was saying that he wanted more pay, right?
Yeah.
He said he's not fighting unless...
You 100% wants more pay. And you know what? I don't know. I don't remember what his salary was for like the last time he fought and things like that. But fighters are, for the most part, always going to want more pay. And that's not saying that he doesn't deserve more, because if anybody, I mean, I would dare to say that the heavyweight division is the most dangerous division just because of the sheer consequences of being hit by some of these savages. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's other more dangerous divisions. There's definitely some heavy hitters out there. But when you're being hit by a 265-pound, tractor, like, it's not... He's literally...
Put Alistair Overeem into oblivion.
There's not much wrestling going on there.
Alistair Overeem, that's why they're launching the rocket to the moon, is to recover Alistair Overeem from that fucking uppercut. Fucking 2017.
He went into oblivion, dude.
Yeah,
he literally... rocket ship to space.
That'd be an awesome fight. I'd be pretty pumped to see that fight. That'd be a good one. So hopefully we can.
You hear something about Cain Velasquez being able to get out to do some Mexican wrestling event? Some luchador event? He got accepted. He's allowed to leave the prison and go across Arizona state lines.
Seems legal.
For a luchador event, I heard. Yeah, look it up, dude. Cain Velasquez luchador.
Maybe it must be for the troops.
Maybe.
It's, I mean...
Good for him, though.
They let prisoners...
Mad champion of valor right there,
like
dude.
That.
If there's ever been a champion of valor for fucking Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Are you familiar with the Cain Velasquez story?
Just give me the explain like on 5 version.
So the Cain Velasquez story. Cain Velasquez, former heavyweight champion, dude who knocked out Brock Lesnar.
Okay. Heavyweight's like 200.
Heavyweight is 205 and 206 and to 265.
Okay.
That's the heavyweight bracket.
Pretty wide bracket.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically the big boys, dude. So anything above 205, you're either if you're a guy who walks around at 230, you better be cutting, dude. Or you better be ready. So
you better be ready.
Yeah, because these dudes are cutting at 265, a lot of them. But he was a little bit of a more undersized heavyweight, but had incredible wrestling, really good boxing, kind of. Yeah,
heavyweight, he had like the best fucking stamina.
Oh, his stamina was they called it sea level Cain, dude. If he was fighting if he wasn't at altitude, he was fighting. Nobody could keep up with his stamina, and he won a lot of fights that he could have potentially lost because he was able to persevere and push through, and that's kind of a prestigious thing in like Mexican culture, boxing,
endurance,
in fighting, just in general.
Soccer too.
Perseverance.
They fucking run miles for those.
Incredible.
Games.
So
it's an endurance run most of the time.
He's an inevitable Hall of Famer in the UFC. So everybody loved Cain. He's been plagued by injuries as of late. Was a coach and a big predominant person up at AKA, which is American Kickboxing Academy, and that's where a lot of
DC.
big guys have came from. But DC, Khabib, Luke Rockhold, a lot of countless other fighters have trained there. So had an amazing career, doing well for himself afterwards. Has been arrested because there was a daycare center ran out of a household who allegedly was like molesting his niece, I think it was.
Something like that.
Niece or
Oh, he's
nephew.
the one that beat the guy.
So he chased him down and shot him.
Oh, he shot him. That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, why didn't you beat him?
Yeah, well, he couldn't. Yeah, he was chasing him down. So he
Yeah.
shot the truck, shot at the truck, shot the
that's
truck,
right,
hit one of them, and he's been locked up since,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about it, dude. Good for him. Probably could have handled it a little
All
bit
about
better.
it.
Maybe waited till the target was more stationary. Done that kind of gig. But when you're harming kids, you're gonna get what's coming to you. That's what's deserved. That's what Goldberg would do. That's what Booker T would do. That's what Macho Man would do. So allegedly.
Yeah. We do not endorse taking the law into your own hands.
I do. I think it's a good idea.
But we're also free thinkers here. So
Yeah.
we are allowed for free expression.
I think that a lot of law enforcement's hands are tied. And
By the law?
Well, these days running a stoplight or running a stop sign for that matter is a bigger crime than a breaking and entering and stealing someone's livelihood. So, it's about time someone does something about it, and who better to do it than yourself? So, do what you got to do, survive, and be a fighter, and don't just, don't be a pushover, dude. So stand your ground. That's what I say.
Try not to go to jail either.
No, don't
That'd
go to
be a
jail.
great
Be
idea.
smart about it. Don't go hurting people for any reason. But, stand your ground, dude. Own your shit.
Own
It's your stuff.
your
I'm going to get a shirt that says that. Own your shit. The applications are tremendous.
I usually give it away.
Yeah. I can't give it away, bro. I'm trying to sell this shit. You guys have some more UFC stuff, or I actually have
No,
something. I got
dude.
something on owning stuff.
Owning.
Owning it.
Oh, okay.
Owning your shit.
Oh, yeah.
Own
Own
it.
your shit, dude.
Mhm. I got a little champion of valor this week.
Uh-oh. Fat Bishop?
No, I'm not nominating myself or one of you assholes.
Hey.
Hey, I nominated Cain Velasquez, dude.
Yeah.
I'll nominate
Shut up,
myself.
pedophile.
I'll nominate
we each
myself
have
next
one.
week.
Pat has himself. You have
That's the most
Kane.
narcissistic thing. I'm gonna create a award that I'm gonna give it to myself.
I didn't create the award. I created the dishonorable
You definitely
failure.
didn't create
That's true.
T-Fly.
No, I did.
We all have co-creator credits on all this shit. I think that's how we get it. That's how we get it in.
All right, Andy, what hit us?
So I want to shout out a fellow YouTuber, a champion of valor, and a guy who decided to get it done, and go against the tides of the woke mob.
Fuck yeah.
His name is Young Rippa, and I'm rocking his merch right now.
Hell yeah. Who the fuck is that?
I got his comic book T-shirt,
Good for him.
the Rippaverse. He's got a YouTube channel called Young Rippa.
Kind of looks very Metal Gear.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like Steven Seagal.
That's the bad guy.
That kind of
He's
does.
kinda
It's like a black Steven Seagal.
is.
Black Steven Seagal, yeah.
In the flesh.
Black Steven Seagal, he's kind of like the bad guy, kingpin, crime lord.
Aikido Master.
Yeah, Steven Seagal is the bad guy.
He's the bad guy. He's got a nickel-plated pistol.
He shooted at me.
But,
No!
So this guy created his own thing with like Marvel or some shit, right? Or
No,
he created his
no.
own comics, or he created his own superhero.
Young
verse?
Rippa, also known as Eric July, he's a guy from like in the Midwest. He's a black dude. He's got kind of like a long beard. He always wears a baseball cap, and he's been on YouTube for maybe a decade or so.
Okay.
Making videos, talking about the culture, talking about comics, talking about video games, talking about how everything's gotten woke and how everything's bullshit. And he's a black guy who's sick of all this bullshit representation and about how they just race swap all these characters. He's one of the ways I found out about the ginger side and all these redheaded characters getting replaced with black people.
Sounded familiar, yeah.
Yeah, so he's been like on
And he's
this.
black.
He's a black dude, so he's like, dude,
And
I
he's
fucking
against
like
it.
the Flash. I don't need him to be black. I never needed him to be black to fucking identify with him. This is all a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. And they're hiring writers and all these people based on their racial and ethnic
Inclusivity and shit,
credentials.
yeah.
They're not good writers. And so after he built up of enough following on YouTube, he's like, I'm going to quit complaining about this stuff and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to start a Kickstarter for a comic. I've got an artist and he also has a colorist. So I got the comic right here. I saw him #1.
Okay.
Feel this shit, bro. The fucking paper on it is nice.
So this is the first edition.
This
of
is
the first
#1,
comic.
baby. So I'm in on the Kickstarter. So I
Oh, you
helped
got
fund
it.
this.
Nice.
This is and Gabe El Taib. He's the colorist.
Did you
He
buy a
was-
second one that's like to keep like clean just in case this shit pops
no,
off?
No, this is just.
So how much is the
This was-
Kickstarter?
So it's not cheap. This was like $30.
Well, that's
for
not that
#1.
bad, though, for the potential.
Independent shit.
Even
though.
if you're not even if you're not a comic book guy, just the potential investment, it seems amazing though.
Mhm.
Seems like just really, really.
It's legit. The colorist, he comes from DC Comics. He's, I think, a Cuban immigrant who like got hired because all their diversity shit, but he's like, I like Superman, I like the American dream, I'm here to like make something of myself, I'm not here for all this woke shit. So he fucking quit
Damn.
He quit and joined this
and
guy's
joined
crew.
this guy's fucking crew.
Let's
so he's got a
fucking
DC
go,
fucking
dude. We
artist.
gotta figure out that guy's name. He'll be a champion of valor next week.
That's Gabe El Taib.
Oh right,
He's a champion out this week. Check it
new
out.
champion of valor.
It's just part of the proof that, you know, the independents are rising.
Yep.
The establishment, people are seeing the cracks in the established order, and all
Owning
these
this shit, dude.
experts, all these people who are saying, oh, this is the fucking way the story goes, and you go, I dug a little deeper, and it sounds like you're fucking lying.
Sounds like you're full of shit.
Sounds like you're
I'm
full of
owning my
shit.
shit.
You're gonna change all these characters into whatever you
Yeah.
want. We're just gonna make our own fucking characters, and we're gonna do it right.
For some reason, it brings me great pleasure to hear these stories. Maybe this sounds bad, but like
Go for it.
when it's like a black person
Mm-hmm.
standing up against stuff like that, because it makes it seem, I don't know, and it's like this whole political identities and like racial, and what was it, like your racial identities. Like if you need somebody, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but if you need someone that's a part of a certain culture or group of people to represent a certain company, and you're hiring for that. But aren't you basically saying that everybody in that group all sounds the same and all thinks the same?
It's a
And
collectivist
isn't that,
thinking.
And isn't that
Yes.
more racist than anything? Because you're actually telling everybody that's in that is black thinks the same way, or anybody who's gay who thinks the same way. So when I see someone who's gay or LGBTQ or someone who's of that culture who speaks out against it,
at that point.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out ways to. I mean that goes into stereotypes, and stereotypes hold true in a lot of aspects. That's the reason that they exist. Like they, I mean, is there
Exceptions?
exceptions to the rule? Of
Mhm.
course.
well, like Latinx. What Latino or Latina do you ever hear say Latinx?
I don't think
It is
I don't think
a
Latinos like that.
white
It's a white
person.
liberal
It
thing.
is 1,000,000% a white thing that we came up with.
We didn't come up with
We
that,
didn't
bro.
come
That's
up
white
with it.
liberal women.
Well, I'm saying,
mostly.
yeah, I'm just
We
saying.
didn't fucking come up with any of this
Not-
shit. We don't fucking
Our
like
race-
Don't
this
blame it
shit,
on the ball
bro.
shack, all right?
That's what I'm saying.
It was but I was saying it's our race that did it.
Don't blame it on the
Maybe, or maybe it's not even about race up there either. It's about just bullshit and just
Yeah.
race baiting and all this nonsense.
I don't know.
dude.
Well, just-
it's about starting turmoil amongst different races.
It's just
So
a breath
it's a
of fresh air.
collective, group of people that have more control and power and reach than you or I, and they're using it to make us fight amongst each other to be able to sleight a hand. Other shit, bro.
I think
Dude, come on, man. Come on, man.
I've always been a fan of the yin and the yang, and there's always a little bit of both sides and the stuff.
Is that how
so,
we're gonna say it now?
what's that?
Yin and yang.
Yin
That's
and
how I
yang.
say it. Back in the '90s, I said yin yang.
Yin and yang. That's a pretty white guy way to say it.
Was
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah.
5 years old, dude?
Yeah.
You
Yang
see
would
the
be
little-
like the Chinese yin and yang.
That sounds like very stereotypy. Like,
That's proper.
It's a very young conversation.
oh shit. Oh wow.
But basically, there's always a little
What
bit
I
of
do.
both. So obviously, we all fit into some type of group or some type of stereotype. Like Pat said, there's some stereotypes that are true, but we should all be based and treated at the individual level because you might look a certain way, but your backstory, nobody knows your true history.
I do.
You might vote in a stereotypical pattern, you might behave in a stereotypical way, but you don't behave. You don't.
You
treat
don't
other people.
identify as a stereotypical person.
But there's ways that you differ from the stereotype.
Yeah, so
Obviously.
everybody's
So
always
everybody.
this.
So you got to treat them at an individual level.
Yeah, that's a broad thing. We're talking about marketing. We're not like. There's a reason they exist. People didn't pull them out of thin air.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a little bit part of it, a little bit, but it doesn't fit descriptions of people to a T. No, but there's a ton of things that I do that would fit. Like if someone was to see me, they would be like, "Oh, this guy probably fucking."
Has a podcast.
Yeah, or whatever. This guy's probably an idiot, or whatever it is. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, you know. So there's things that hold true. It's whatever, you know. It's just, but the thing is, people get so hung up on it. Who cares? Who the fuck cares, dude? Who the fuck cares about a stereotype? Like, what the fuck does it matter? Like, for the. I just don't understand. I don't really get it. That's like
There's so much
don't
opportunity.
be an asshole to people. I seen when we were in Florida, we were at the beach and we went into this Publix, which is kind of like the Staters there, or in southern states. I think it's in a couple different states, but it's a local grocery store, and they're nice. They're nice little joints, you know. And we're in there, and they have like boar's head like sandwich meats and stuff, dude. Freaking me out over here. Boar's head sandwich meats and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That way, you can. They got like a full force deli. They sell, fried chicken, all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. So we're over there. We're thinking about if we're gonna get a sandwich or something like that. And there's a gentleman. It's towards the evening, and there's a gentleman walking out. And he's an older dude, and he has an accent. He's from somewhere in Europe. I don't know.
European?
Yeah, I'm stereotyping as a European guy. But yeah, seems
I'm
like
from Queens.
Super nice older gentleman. And as he's walking out, you can tell he runs the department. He has a manager's name tag. It's a little bit different outfit. As he's walking out, he literally goes to everybody and calls him by name, like, thank you, Timothy. It was a pleasure working with you today.
In
and
Florida?
Each person, yeah, everybody goes to, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Like, it's just genuinely, like, from every guy, from his co-manager that he said goodbye to, all the way down to the dude that was, like, literally mopping the floor on his way out. It was just like, just so genuinely. And it was one of the first times when you've always heard that, or I mean, I've always heard that throughout my life, where that person treated everybody all the way up and down the same. But it doesn't always work out like that, dude. Some people are, But that guy genuinely was the first time I was like, that guy literally treats everybody he knows with the exact same amount of respect, which is like
awesome.
The utmost respect.
The American way.
Yeah, in such a kind, like, well-spoken individual. It was a pleasure to see. It was really nice. I was like, damn, that made my fucking day.
It's hard to be that guy though. Sometimes,
Oh yeah.
It requires grace.
Yeah.
He probably went to his car, went to back ass, and was like, fuck you!
He just goes to his car, pulls his phone out.
I go outside, skin backstage.
Yeah, right. He's lighting up a huge old duber.
I was thinking he was just gonna go to his car, start railing some below it. Hey, this guy there, so I'm off work. See you later, fuckers. You want to know why I'm so happy that I talk to everybody? Because I'm on fucking cocaine.
No, he was incredibly calm. He was definitely calm.
Definitely Molly.
Yeah, he was definitely Molly.
Just touching everybody.
Looking for Molly. That's great times, dude. Good times.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Be kind to people. Don't be a dick. That's kind of like the general rule of life, dude. Just be kind. Like, I don't care what you think or what you believe. Well, I'm gonna hold the door open for the person that's walking in behind me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna stop to be like, hey man, who'd you vote for in the last election?
Yeah.
Or I don't fucking like your shirt, or like you look like a dick or a degenerate. Like, I'll hold the door open. If I hold the door open for you and you ask me for change, I'm like, fuck away from me.
Like, I'm holding the door open for you. I deserve the tip.
Yeah, dude, give me a tip, dude.
Fucking assholes, dude.
A tip.
But yeah, doesn't seem to be, and which is interesting. And I haven't been going out as much lately, but it hasn't been happening to me as much.
What?
When I lived in Riverside, especially, like, the amount of panhandling that went on there was incredible. Like, every corner you go to would have somebody at, like, each stop, and you're like,
there's a lot slow, I feel like. When I'm walking downtown,
from this kind of cities right there.
Dude, there's spots in town where they're on every single corner.
They can prey on, like, young people who went to too much school and feel like they feel bad for.
Whenever they ask, I usually just give them the Heisman Trophy. Fucking nope.
Later.
You stiff arm.
Yeah. Either that or I'll get real close to him and then start stepping and spin off him, like I'm running. Sorry, bud. I'm in a hurry. 360 Barry Sanders, bitch.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of homeless people out there that could use the money, but I don't know. There's definitely a lot of scammers. I've ran into a few myself. So I've seen somebody in Riverside while I was sitting in the Chick-fil-A watching the person that I see every day standing there panhandle walk across the street and go get in a brand new red fucking Mercedes and drive away.
Hell yeah.
Brand new. With their raggedy ass clothes and their stupid fucking sign.
Yeah,
And that was not like dude, there's a fucking plate. Like, it's not like a rental or some shit.
I felt like a lot of those fools, when you do see them, they're happy and they're fake just to get money out of you. Because, like, there's one dude that I had a conversation with him a couple times, gave him some money. He had, like, a dog and shit he always played with, so it kind of got me, like he's kind of a good dude, I guess. And then there was one day I didn't have any money for him, and, like, he gave me attitude, and I was like, bro, I've given you probably $100 in the last, 2 months. I'm like, sorry, I don't have any money on me. And he's like, do you have any weed? And I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm done now. Now I'm not talking to you anymore because you fucking, every time you see me, I'm like, I just wanted to even come and give you a conversation just to brighten your day up, just to say, like, hey, someone's here, but now you wanted something from me.
Yeah, because he's going to get that money and he's going to go get his fix and go kick it with whoever he's going to kick it with, and that's what they do on the day-to-day, man.
Yeah, fucking little bitch. If you're watching, you little bitch.
If you're watching our live stream,
malnourished.
That probably is. He's all, fuck this guy.
Dude, I was going to give you a like just now.
43 subscribers.
little
Job boy.
We just dropped down to 42.
Fucking Trash Can Tim just fucking boned out, dude.
Trash Can Tim. That's what I'm calling
Trash Can Tim, dude. That's an epic bum name.
Candy Tim.
Can car.
Basura
again.
Timoteo.
Oh man.
I know you're a Jordan Peterson guy, and he likes to quote the Bible, and he's done some biblical lectures that are pretty good, and he's talked about how, I think Jesus said, the poor will be with us always. And it's one of those things that it's the unsolvable problem. People will always try and solve humans not being able to get their shit together, but part of being a human is like you stumble and fall, and sometimes you get to the lowest of the low, and like people will reach out and try and help you, but for some reason or another it doesn't get there, or you reject it or whatever. It's like
pride sometimes is
some people, like you said, some people are scammers. It's like those people who are fake homeless. It's like people who cry rape. It's like they're
some bad people.
They're terrible people.
They're terrible people because there are actually people out there who are out of necessity and who need the help, and they
ruining it for them.
They ruin it because like people like that. They're like, I'm fucking done with this guy because he's obviously like a scammer.
Yeah, he's obviously.
And now I don't even talk to the homeless.
And yeah, it can ruin your experience for sure.
True.
It's rough.
I saw a hot homeless chick in San Diego one time. I was like, yeah, it was wild.
Dude,
how do you know she was homeless?
Well, because they were all lined up on the street in sleeping bags, and then there was literally.
Was there a concert?
Were they waiting for PS5?
No, I'm telling you, this was homeless people, bro. They were in downtown San Diego. They were, I don't know, dreads, but they were homeless. I don't think you have to have dreads to be homeless.
No,
but.
that's true.
Early
homeless, you're not quite.
But yeah, she was reading a book, and she had little reading glasses on. She had a little night light thing.
So
I was like,
okay, where is this?
I was like, and she had the nice blankets in San Diego,
San Diego. Okay,
yeah.
So she's in San Diego. What 7?
No, well, she was older. She's a mom.
Milky?
I thought she was she must have had some rich husband. She was like, I'd rather be fucking homeless than live with you anymore. And so she took her down comforter and went to the streets.
Thought about this.
So you're writing a narrative.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. This is a long. Dude, I was 22 at the time, maybe.
Okay.
A long ass time
Patty
ago.
boy, I'll take care of you.
Hopefully she's off the streets by now.
Probably not, but.
No, she looks like it every.
But it made a good story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, kind
of. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, you weren't there, Andy.
Right on, dude. She's not coming up with all this. The car behind him's like,
Well, like all the guys we were with at the time were like, "Was that a hot homeless chick?" And we're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." And we're like, "Oh, that's cool."
Oh, so it's grown.
That's cool.
It's grown over the that story. The legend is grown.
Since 2002,
She was a
She was
7,
kind
now
of
she's
cute.
an 11.
At first, she was like, hey, was that a hot homeless chick? I don't know. Probably by the end of the ride. Did you guys see that fucking hottie, bro? 10 years later,
She was totally,
Jesus Christ, the dime piece that was on the corner of
she was
7th
totally
and
checking me
Broadway.
out, dude.
Victoria's Secret,
Yeah.
definitely.
Fucking dude. Might have been. Might have been.
You know, Jewel was homeless.
Yeah. Who?
Jewel.
Yeah.
He will serve
These hands are mine.
Pretty sure she wrote that when she was homeless.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like.
She's living on the beach in San Diego, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's a nice beach to be living on.
That's the
Was
place
it
to
Jewel?
be homeless. Jewel.
Was it Jewel?
Was it Jewel? Did you see Jewel in 2002? I think she was already famous by then.
No, she was definitely famous. She was famous in the 90s.
Maybe she was just trying to get some insight.
I know
back
my
into her
Jewel.
former self and bang
She
out
was
some hits.
doing some undercover brother stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
That's bad.
Kennedy.
Kennedy
It's his
wants
death-
to ride
it's his
with
death
me.
birthday.
Some passed the cream
Kennedy.
corn and asked why.
Wants to
I
swear
passed the
down
cream
to
corn and
me.
asked why not.
Why not?
Dora the Explorer.
We choose to go to the moon not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Rock hard and 6 balls deep.
Yeah, 6 balls deep in the moon.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. We are Kennedy experts, bro.
Dude, hell
Call
yeah.
me JFK.
Yeah, dude, I know. Ask me any question about him. I know a lot about Kennedy.
Yeah, he was
Ask me
banging
something.
Madonna, or no, fucking
Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn.
Maryland.
Allegedly.
You know,
Oh,
one
it
of the
wasn't
controversies.
It was super alleged.
That wasn't a legend.
It
That
was not very
that
alleged.
Was
It was
it was
pretty
alleged.
wide
The bubble,
open.
dude.
She like
Andy
did
was
a
pit, bro.
on his
She talked
birthday.
about
She
it.
did a dance. She's like, "Happy birthday, Mr. President."
Yeah. They fucked.
And his wife is sitting there like, "What the fuck is this?" shit?"
I think the wife.
Honey,
probably knew.
Ask not what you could do for your man, but ask what your man could do for you.
I'm the leader of this country. I fought in Vietnam. God damn it!
Yeah. If I was in Vietnam. Yeah, well, he was, you know, it's his death birthday.
It's his death birthday.
Death
Mm-hmm.
birthday. Yeah, he
Didn't
was-
Robert get shot too?
Yeah.
They both got shot, huh?
Yeah.
John and Robert.
Mm-hmm. Not a conspiracy though.
Definitely not.
Well,
Definitely
grassy
not.
knoll.
Yep. Good piss.
Definitely not.
The old grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Stick in
There
the
was
grassy
two
knoll.
shooters.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I've seen so many conspiracies on the old the Kennedy situation.
Sound like a threesome. 2 shooters.
Shooter. I barely know her.
Yeah, on his face.
What?
I know it's been done.
The wife
death.
tried to jump out the car, basically, right?
No, she like jumps back and
Like-
she grabs a piece of his skull.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
because the first shot hits him in the back of the neck and it like comes out the front and he's like grabbing like that, and the second shot hits the side of his head and a piece of his fucking skull like blows off
What a
of
good
the
shot,
back of
huh?
the car, and she like grabs and like almost like she's like grabbing and she kind of doesn't know what to do, and the Secret Service guy is like jumping on her at that point.
Yeah, because he already knew. He was like, damn, no, he's dead.
He got the calls like, okay, now it's safe
Yeah.
to jump on her. Okay.
Yeah. Go.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, he
okay,
for sure
shots
knew.
fired, shots fired. Okay, go.
Yeah, he for sure knew that.
Allegedly.
That's Oswald, right?
Oswald.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was then shot, of course.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. That guy would just
Lee
like
Harvey.
he just fucking he was like playing like he was like acting like he was on the phone, huh? And then Oswald walked by and he just like hangs on the phone. Bam.
And there's crazy stuff if you dig deeper into Oswald's history, where
Yeah.
it's almost like, what the fuck? Like,
His
there's
dad, right?
explanations for this guy's movement throughout the world. It's like, it's bizarre.
Yeah, well, they think he was like a lackey, basically, and like a basically
An
a
asset.
fall guy.
He's a fall guy, asset,
And
absolutely.
So there's like even the guy who shot him, he was killed too, right? Even the guy who shot him or something.
Jack Ruby, I believe.
Pretty sure Jack Ruby
he
was killed.
something happened to him, of course.
But he's got ties to,
he was a
crime.
mob guy,
he's got crime ties.
but yeah, you know, they offer him deals.
Yeah, well, they offer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works, bro.
Mhm.
In my history, I've got lots of extensive
Deal or
history.
no deal.
Yeah.
In your deal or no deal history.
Yeah, my deal
Yeah.
or no deal mob tie history, bro. It's extensive. I've seen Goodfellas. I've seen Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
I've seen countless other films.
Yeah.
Other Scorsese
Godfather.
films.
Yeah, dude.
Some Tarantino
Pulp
stuff
Fiction.
too.
Dude, that's the way it goes
Dogs.
down.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Pink, all
Dude,
that stuff.
speaking of Vegas and Italians,
Ciabatta.
bro, it is so crazy how much like influence Vegas has, like Italian influence, like Caesar's Palace, Bellagio, and then like there's like all so many famous like Italian restaurants and whatnot. And I was like,
beautiful.
yeah, because the fucking mob ran that bitch.
But
so then,
Italian it's awesome. It's an awesome little fucking culture too.
like, yeah,
dude.
it's pretty cool.
Fucking
There's this little
Why?
spot called Italy. Like you eat food.
Eat,
Italy.
EAT.
Yeah, it's like a whole like little like food court of all like Italian
the
street
underground
food.
one.
No. This one's in the MGM Park, which is right across the street from
Pat, I can barely see you behind the microphone. You
Ah,
know that, right? So you're bringing
I can
Short
barely
King.
see
You're
that.
bringing Short King to fucking
I'm
the
sinking.
studio.
Yeah,
You hide
dude.
here in the shadows, young man. You're the same way.
Here I
Look at
am.
Andy. You can't even see his face.
Let's see.
I know. That's missed my Undertaker look.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Here I go, dude. Yeah.
Don't. Don't.
Sorry, Pat, what were you talking about?
I don't know. Italy.
Oh yeah.
Italy. Oh yeah, we're talking about Italy
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Vegas.
Yeah, the Vegas. Yeah, I wish I could have been in Vegas when the mob ran that bitch. Should have been a simpler time.
Yeah. Yeah. Simpler time.
It might
That was
be.
simple
It might
kind of
go
man.
back to those times It's quicker than you think, there, bud.
I hope so.
Maybe.
That'd make her.
None maker.
That's what Dad named you, Joe Dirt. Instead of Moneymaker. Well, boys. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. How you feeling, young man?
Good.
You need a new phone, Andy.
Dude, the screen is cracked. It's a little out of date,
You need a new phone.
but I do need it. It's on the list. It's
Andy.
on the list of things.
You need a new phone.
Yeah. An iPhone? Okay, iPhone or Android? Go.
iPhone. There's no question. Androids slow down even more, and they get fucking viruses and shit, and then
Okay.
their apps start to fucking tweak out.
Yeah.
But I don't have a Mac computer. Is that
Shit.
doesn't mean shit?
I still get iPhone and I hate iPhones, but I still prefer iPhone.
Yeah, iPhone 12.
They countered us.
Yeah,
In the corner.
I do a lot of videoing on my phone.
Going back
I
to
need-
Boost.
I need the new one. The new iPhone has like a fucking 80 megapixel camera.
It's
shit.
pretty legit.
It's
I was
insane
comparing that
good.
to the camera that I got, and it was like, it's pretty close. This one's got a few features that beat it for what we need it for. But
Yeah.
the iPhone, like for like being a quick journalist and
Yeah.
like capturing shit on the fly, there's no question.
I've gotten pretty fucking good at it, especially with this goddamn pop socket here. I tell you what, brother, I can do
yeah.
things that most people
Nice.
can't.
What do you got on here? What does it look like?
Oh, it was a picture of like waves.
Wave after
It
wave.
looks like mountains.
Yeah, maybe a mountain. It's a mountain wave.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Waves of mountains.
Mountain waves.
In like the elemental things.
Kinda.
Water
Well, Quicksilver
and rock
logo.
are like opposites.
Quicksilver
But
has
you
both.
need, you need water to make erosion.
Of course.
So then they become combined.
I'm aroused by erosion.
Yeah. Erosion. Welcome to the Erosion Hour.
We need to get Johnny Woods to just drop. It's like, what do you want us to drop? Erosion.
Yeah, Erosion.
Yeah. Oh, we just ask Google to do that now, dude.
Dude, I know. They have AI that does that shit now.
Whatever you want.
Fucking crazy. Have you seen those AI paintings?
No. I think
You can just type in photorealistic mountain that looks like a dick in the style of Van Gogh or something.
And Google just make
And
it.
they'll
It'll
do an
just, like,
AI portrait of it, and it's...
and it'll, yeah, graphic designers in the next 10 years are fucked.
Well,
Because
there's an argument because a lot of people are saying it's just another tool for them to use because you can see like an image that an AI will generate versus what a person will generate with that same
feeling.
technology.
They'll get like,
They can just do the same. Like if somebody
The
were to give an
inspiration
artist
from
that
it.
same prompt, they would do a way better version
think?
of the AI. They're kind of showing that.
yeah, but
case.
this is the first stages of it.
It's the
AI
first
is gonna
stages for sure.
get
Right.
perfect.
Eventually it'll all.
And it's the speed too. It's instantaneous.
Instant.
It's like
he
instantaneous.
does draw.
how they're doing
Yeah,
it.
draw. Bing, bang, boom, gun, done. It just all it does is searches Google's image history and puts whatever you put in there, and then it just combines it all the images that they can find, and it combines it, makes this algorithm, and it creates this perfect fucking. It's wild.
The Googlebot is going to be the
It's
singularity.
so insane how quick it does it. It's gonna be like
Because
that
Google has
all-knowing
been
computer. It's gonna be
tracking
like fucking.
every single search.
It's just-
I know.
it's
It's,
just
gonna be
database
like
section.
Eagle Eye, dude.
Wild.
Exactly.
What's that? Yeah.
like gonna
Exactly,
It's
bro.
going to be like
it's
Shia
like
LaBeouf,
Eagle Eye.
bro.
Yeah.
Write it
I'm
down.
gonna be
You
like-
heard it here first.
I'll be like 6 balls deep logo instead of balls boobs.
Also, just in, ketchup is good.
Ketchup is pretty good. Speaking of Shia LaBeouf and Eagle Eye, did you ever hear that story about
Running through
Shia
the forest.
LaBeouf?
It's Shia LaBeouf. You seen that shit? You never seen the Shia LaBeouf musical?
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
dude. Chopping up his head now. Shia LaBeouf. You guys gotta watch that. Check that out. We'll talk about it next week.
Shia put up a sign or a flag out in the middle of nowhere on his YouTube channel. It was like an anti-Trump flag, and it said "He will not divide us." And he like planted it out in the middle, and he had like a live stream going. And some Redditors, it might have been people on 4chan, they fucking figured out, like, based on the clouds and the wind pattern,
Where it was.
they found the flag, and someone went and found the fucking flag, and they found the camera, and they're like, fuck Shia LaBeouf.
Dude, that is wild. They can do that.
That's
They
lit.
eagle-eyed that shit, dude.
Yeah, that's legit, bro.
That's wild.
It
Good
was
for them.
hilarious.
Good for them.
Well, one
dude.
time Matt Rogers had his bachelor party out in Joshua Tree, and once you get out to the spot to park to go walk to the campground, there was no service.
Yeah.
So he just sent me a picture of the scenery,
landscape.
the landscape, and drew an arrow and said, "Walk towards here."
Walk towards this spot.
So I got to the parking spot, and I just had to look at this picture, and I was like holding it up like to the mountains, like trying to find out where the fuck
like a
it was.
Zelda
And I,
fucking-
and I just
He
started
didn't
walking.
give you a direction even?
No, I had to start walking, and
Yeah,
it-
he's got a compass. It's like
That's
northwest.
Bro,
crazy.
and it
Go
was-
to the parking lot, go southeast, and fucking...
it was solid
Bam!
sand, bro, and I had fucking tent. I had
all
all this
sand.
shit.
What's
I was
your
walking.
fucking
I walked for
Joshua
like 2 miles, bro, and every like 50 feet, I had to drop.
2 miles? That's a commitment,
Dude, I had to drop my bags, take half my stuff, come back, grab my half, and then like do it in trips. And I kept going, and then out of nowhere, all I heard was a whistle, and I was like, "No fucking way!" And I look over, and Matt's just like, "What up, dude?" I was all-
Jeez.
Who were they? Like, in fucking Tatooine?
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was a little more clear than I'm probably putting it out to be. Because once I saw the hill, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go that way and hope for the best. And the best.
The best came
There you
over.
go. That's fucking
Yeah,
commitment right there.
Matty Rods, dude.
Do it
Thanks
for your
thanks
boy.
that was one of the coolest adventures. Because I was by myself too. Everybody else traveled in like twos.
Yeah.
Where like me, it was like, okay, just pull your fucking car.
I remember that because you stayed at my pad in Riverside
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, and then we worked out like right when I got back. We went to the gym.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it
Big
was
way.
It was wild, but it was fun.
Totally way.
Big way, dude.
I
Really
felt
made it.
that was the most like
Bigly.
traversing I've ever done, dude. I was an expeditioner that day, Andy boy. I tell you what,
Expedited.
I believe it.
I expedited it.
Yeah. That's fucking comedic gold right there.
It really was. You
Write that
guys-
shit down.
Don't
Yeah,
expedone it.
Let's,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do it live. Let's do it live next
You
week.
fucking
Wanna
YouTube viewers are
expedite it.
getting gold right here. You guys don't even get.
Yeah, I
You don't
know.
understand. You guys,
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
you'll miss us when
Which
we're
brings
gone.
us to our next point. Good times, good times. Just kidding. We don't have anything to buy yet.
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
yeah. We're gonna
tuned.
get some ceramic moldings of our balls.
We're
How sick would that be?
We're gonna stack
All three
them
of our
just
nut
like-
sacks,
we're
and they
gonna
can they sit on your mantle above your
We're gonna
fireplace.
stack them. We're gonna stack them just like this.
I'm
Well,
telling
okay,
you guys,
there's
if there's
three
one
of
thing
them, so
we can
it's
give
gotta
our
be-
fans, it's a molding of our fucking balls, dude.
Yeah, a little plaster
How
cast.
far back does it go?
I was thinking bookends, that'd be two.
Bookend.
So, like, what would you need for the third?
Fucking balls. What if
Fucking
you had like?
hog.
Yeah. Okay. Let's think about this.
Fucking-
What is there?
Or door
three-
stoppers.
Yeah.
Each door could have
Wind
a ball.
chime.
A wind chime. It's super deep.
dude.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Like the fucking bamboo ones. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh, yeah.
Yes. The merch is coming.
Yeah,
folks.
Yeah. Who's slapping PVC pipes together over there?
Dude,
That's just
Jesus
the ball
Christ.
shack.
Are those radiator hoses?
I mean, if we don't give that to our fans, we at least need to do it just for ourselves.
They should be made of flint, so they fucking like
That's
spark.
That's like if we don't do it for our fans, at least let us plaster our balls for ourselves.
At least for ourselves.
At least can we
by
give
God.
each other our
Come
balls?
on. Can we at least do it?
These are from me.
And let's do it like paper mache style. It's just super cheap, you know?
These are from me, dude.
Well, you just no.
Yeah. We can make
Stop,
tea bags
stop
of
it.
our balls. What if we made tea bags the shape
Oh,
of
that's
balls?
a good idea, dude. Let's make tea bags that are in the shape of tea bags.
Tea
dude.
balls deep.
6 balls deep tea bags.
It wouldn't be
accessories.
hard to get some regular tea bags and just kind of tuck them up and make them look like balls.
Tuck
Sell
'em.
'em.
I'm not talking
I'm not
nothing.
tucking
I'm not tucking my
nothing.
balls.
Yeah, you know, it's just
We're
like
not.
staple
We're not
it.
tucking.
Just staple
Oh my
it real
God,
quick.
dude, we're not tucking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that about wraps it up for episode 56. It's been a 6 balls deep presentation. Stay tuned for more activities coming right now.
More what?
Activities.
Activities? Oh.
Activities.
I thought. It was,
I saw your little gimmick there on the end of the thing. You doing it? Are you streaking naked?
Are we gonna do it?
Are you streaking naked?
Streaking naked?
I'll
Come
fucking
on, man.
streak it naked.
What's going on?
I don't know. Am I just doing a regular outro?
I guess so.
I'm feeling just a regular outro.
I feel like a regular outro is sufficient.
I think it's sufficient.
Freaking sufficient. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 balls deep. 6 balls deep.
Oh! Balls up.
See you guys later.
Everybody, come on.